Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's get it. Come on in. Lock in with me, huh? Lock in with me. You hear me? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. You know it. SKOL VIKES. You roll tide. SKOL tide. Yeah. It ain't over yet. Yeah. What up? Come lock in with me. Oh man. Just checking out some JJ McCarthy highlights, etc., from the game. Shout out JJ McCarthy, baby, all day, every day. Yeah. Another live, another live. Let's get it. You hear me? Blood Eagle Smiggle in the building. Blood Eagle Smiggle in the building. Skull, bruh. No cap. Heavy, huh? Yeah. You know? Got a few things to get into today. You already know I'm gonna break the pressers down. We're gonna rock with it. Lock in with me. Make sure you always lock in with me. You hear me? Big skull here. SKOL Vikes win, lose the draw. Believe that. Yeah. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. You heard. Bottom line, bro. Few things to talk about today. First off, before I even kick it off, get into it, right? Before I get into it, shout out to the Vikings for taking a small step forward, a good small step. I know some people may say, hey, hold up. How is it a small step? It's more like a big step. I'm saying, no, calm it down, kill that noise, right? I need to see more before I call it a big step. Everyone wants to go crazy. Oh, the Vikings and JJ McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell took a step in the right direction, took a big step, a major step in the right direction. No. First off, they took a very good small step in the right direction. No ignoring that. But to sit here and say, oh, it's all figured out, it's all solved, that's per cap, poppycock. Ain't no way in hell you can crown KOC, crown the Vikings offense and O line, crown McCarthy, crown the team, etc. Right? You hear me? Definitely not big soft ass TJ Hawkinson. Period, baby. Period. He's still getting overpaid somewhere in the motherfucking shade. You hear me, dog? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Huh? Yeah. But no, man, they got to do it again and again and again. Matter of fact, I want them to win out the whole season, look good the rest of the season. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Playoffs or not, play spoiler alert. Once again, playoffs or not, huh? Yeah, boom. And let's not forget, it's still a slight chance, a slight way for the Vikings to get into the NFL playoffs. I'm not saying it will happen. Hey, but guess what, homie? I'm saying it definitely damn near could. And you know, I'm the one said it about what 2-3 weeks ago. The Vikings would make the playoffs. All I'm saying is this here round yonder. It ain't over yet. It ain't over until it's over. Of course, they would need some help from other teams, etc. But I want to see them win out. Then we can say, all right, bet, boom. This may work. This may really work. Right? Yeah. But until then, calm down, baby. For real. Dominant victory, respect the way they bounced back, didn't fold, showed up, defense, offense, especially the O line, you hear me, especially KOC, you hear me. But yeah, man, that's the first thing. Can they stay consistent? We've seen them be inconsistent for KOC's whole 4-year regime. You know, yeah. This whole year, they have been the most inconsistent team this whole year in the NFL. I repeat, once again, boom, the Minnesota Vikings have been the most inconsistent team in the NFL. Matter of fact, fire the chat up. Do you agree or disagree? Put yes or no. I must know. Oh, I must know, baby, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Do you believe that the Minnesota Vikings and their coaching staff have been the most inconsistent team in the NFL? You hear me? Period. Let me get a yes or let me get a no. Shit, you can even expound on why you feel the way you feel. Say what you feel, but just make sure it's real, huh? Yeah. You know, heavy though, bro. Tired of getting hype, getting super elated. Oh man, the Vikings look good. Oh man, JJ this. Oh man, KOC finally did it right. No, you know, don't celebrate shit, dog. Period. Don't give them no motherfucking pass. You hear me, dog? Heavy, no cap. No respect to KOC, respect to McCarthy, respect definitely to the O line. Yeah, they look much better, much more better. And that's due to KOC finally running the ball, understanding he has an O line that can push and move bodies, understanding why you signed Will Fries, correct, and Ryan Kelly, even though you have to wonder week to week about Ryan Kelly. But this is why you brung these boys in. Donovan Jackson, rookie. Darisaw, we know who he is. Brian O'Neill took a little step back, but he's coming back along. Had a solid game last week. You hear me? But if you bring these guys in to be maulers, bitch, let them maul, huh? You hear me? Bitch, let them maul. Yeah. You know? Huh? Let them boys maul and move bodies. Period. No cap. Point blank. What the fuck you bring them in the building for if you want to pass all the damn time, KOC? You hear me? And you saw what happened when KOC changed his scheme to fix his quarterback, to fit his personnel, to put JJ McCarthy in the best position to win. You hear me? So I'm definitely proud of KOC, proud of them boys, especially getting a shutout victory. I don't care who you playing. It's damn near unheard of to pitch a shutout victory in the NFL, period, huh? Yeah. Bottom line, no cap. So I don't care if they were playing the Commanders or the Eagles. It don't damn matter. Heavy yet, huh? And we're going to see more and more when they play Dallas. Dallas, a big game, Sunday night prime time. You know, yeah, they can jump in front of Dallas as far as the playoff race goes. If we're talking about it's still a chance. You hear me? You dig me? You get my drift? But biggest thing is you want to see them go be consistent and do it again versus a solid team, a potential playoff team, period, in a hostile environment. You know Dallas gonna be crazy, turned up, Sunday night football, the world watching, etc. Prime time. Everybody want to see McCarthy. Dallas Cowboy fans thinking they gonna make a playoff run, a playoff push. You hear me? So at the end of the day, it's a big game, a big moment for the whole team. Bottom line, but especially for the offensive side of the ball. Because the defense been holding it down, point blank, period, right? Right. The defense been doing their job on a week in, week out basis. It's the offense who has been piss poor, not showing up, going stagnant, not scoring points, right? You hear me, huh? Not putting points on the board, letting teams stay in the game, forcing your defense to be on the damn field majority of the game. I mean, let's be real. The Minnesota Vikings defense has been on the field majority of the season, right? Damn near the whole season, baby. You hear me? And they still perform and show up week in, week out, no cap. They still are the strong point of your team, no cap. So finally, it feels good to see the offense catch up in a major way. But I'm not finna go crazy and say KOC this and KOC that. His ass still on a hot seat and his ass can still go. You hear me, huh? Him and Quasi can still go, right? In my opinion, in my book. Now they went out, boom, I give them that. Bet, respect that. But they don't need to lose another motherfucking game, you know? Yeah. Battle and compete for real. Is this the real Vikings team? We'll go show it. Because they opened up a can of worms that they can either continue to keep open or close, period. But they really can't close it no more. That performance they put on versus the Commanders showed you at what level they can play. They can play at a high caliber. Defense is championship caliber, period. Heavy, bro. Even that game versus the Commanders. And we can say the Commanders is ass, defense is trash, whatever. You put up 31, heavy. Just the way they bounce back as a team, as a whole, period, after getting beat by the Seahawks, in which the defense played well again. Shut the Seahawks down for real. Brian Flores and his defense, right? As much as we talk about this secondary, as I have spoken on this secondary, you can't deny the fact they shut Smith and Jigba down. Period, dog. You hear me, homie? Yeah. That has never happened this whole season. So we have something different in this defense. And as you see, the takeaways are beginning to come. I repeat, the takeaways are beginning to come, right? Yeah. You know? So the question is, I'm not going crazy giving over a massive amount of props to KOC just because they had one really good game. No, been there, done that, baby. You hear me? Huh? Been there, done that for real. Enough of that shit. They need to go prove it. They need to go earn respect. Period. No Minnesota Vikings nice bullshit. You hear me? Oh, let's crown them. Oh, the Vikings are back. Hail to the no. Go do it again and again and again and again and see where you are at the end of the season. Period, bro. Heavy. You know? If they don't make the playoffs, season already a failure. But how can you build momentum going into the offseason, right? You hear me? Make this season a success? Shit. Go beat some of the best teams out there round yonder. Go undefeated the rest of the way. KOC prove and show that you can change your scheme, that you can continue to call plays that fit your quarterback and come up with plays and incorporate plays for your personnel, period. Can you run the damn ball even when you may not want to run the fucking ball, period? That's the big question, the biggest question, right? For KOC, huh? Period, homie. Yeah, it starts with him. Can he be a consistent play caller? Phenomenal game, phenomenal play calling game for the most part. It was a couple sequences where he got pass heavy again, but at the end of the day, proud of KOC for how he ran the ball. And what did running the ball do? It opened up the pass. It made McCarthy more comfortable. On top of having great O-line play. You know, that's the biggest thing. First line of protection. If they don't block, protect, give McCarthy a little bit of time. And I understand it won't always be perfect. And McCarthy showed that he can stand up and deliver a throw in imperfect situations. Period, bro. You hear me? He had some all-pro throws. I'm going to get into McCarthy in a segment all alone just for him in a minute. But he had some all-pro throws, baby. Some elite throws, baby. You hear me, huh? Yeah. That some vets in the NFL right now cannot make now, bro. Period. Not many NFL quarterbacks can deliver on some of the throws he completes. And that's just the truth, dog. Like it or not, no cap. So that's it, bro. This team has been inconsistent, so I ain't crowning nothing. I'm going to get into the comments in a minute. Comment down. You hear me? Yeah, man. We're going to get into it, huh? Yeah. But I got to be real here right quick. But at the end of the day, no, man. KOC definitely has improved. Period. Love to see him change it up. Get out of his ego. Prove that he don't got to be stubborn. Prove that he's not stuck in his ego, right? Correct? Yeah. You know? Understand that he knows when it's time to make changes, when it's time to do something different. He proved that once, 1 week. That's all it has been. One damn game. And y'all ready to crown the Vikings like they're just back. You know? Heavy. Like they haven't only won 5 games this season. You hear me, dog? No cap. So let's calm it down before we celebrate them too damn much. Now I understand. Great victory, great performance. Beautiful. What you love to see. That's the way it should always be. Now we know every game will be different. It won't be as easy, huh? Yeah. You know, but the level of communication, the way they were locked in, the way KOC was dialing it up, huh? That's what you want to see week in, week out, and they will always have a chance to win. You know? Yeah. But from what we've seen versus the Commanders, a successful season will be them winning out, going undefeated the rest of the way, heavy. Playoffs or not. I repeat, playoffs or not. Yeah. Go win and finish strong. Yeah. KOC, go continue to develop McCarthy. Prove you are truly a QB whisperer, and you don't only have to rely on veteran quarterbacks who can make your offense look good. Heavy. Yeah. You got McCarthy for a reason. Or you thought it was going to be easy? I'm sure you knew it was going to be some time frame of development, especially now facing injuries and all that he has faced and the setbacks. But one thing about McCarthy, he's a dog and he never quits. He didn't fold one time. You ain't heard him cry one damn time. You hear me, dog? Period. No cap. Yeah. So boom, KOC, can you do it again and again and again and again? Period, homie. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see him coach one full 4 quarter of games, you know? Coach a full 4 quarters, man. Consistently, dog. Come on, bro. Oh, I come at KOC heavy. I come at the squad heavy. You hear me? No cap. The defense, offense, McCarthy, whoever, Jettas, whoever. But at the end of the day, yeah, I know, everybody know. I want to see them boys win for real. The biggest, you hear me, huh? The biggest. Yeah. you know? Bottom line, bro. So KOC has to do more. It starts with him. Yeah. Does he continue to progress? Does he continue to figure out and put his personnel in the best situation? Does he continue to put his best foot forward in developing his young rookie quarterback, or does he regress once again? Yeah, heavy. Does he go in his head once again? Huh? Yeah. Will he get past heavy and get stuck in his ego once again and be stubborn as hell once again? Period. Those are the main questions. Bottom line, no way around it. Yeah. JJ McCarthy, we seen what he can do. We know what he can be. Yes, he has to develop, has to continue to grow and improve. Duh. No shit, Sherlock. He's a rookie. But the flashes he has shown this season, the confidence he's shown versus the Commanders, I've seen enough, bro. I've seen enough to definitely say he's not a bust. Ain't no way in hell you can sit here and tell me you really think and believe he's a bust. No, bro, stop the cap. Kill that noise, huh? Yeah, you hear me? Yeah. 1 second, huh? you know? Yeah, man, they gotta be capping around here, round yonder. No doubt. Ain't no way they say McCarthy is a damn bust. Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's get into some of these comments, man, and we're gonna get into the next segment. We're gonna see who KOC really is. We're gonna see who this O-line really is. We're gonna see who this offense really is, who McCarthy really is. But at the end of the day, it started with KOC whole time. You hear me, dog? Type shit. Yeah. You see what happens when a quarterback creates a scheme. I mean, when a head coach, play caller, whatever, creates a scheme to fit his quarterback. You see what happens. Heavy. And also runs the ball. Period. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, come on now, huh? Yeah. Who Yang in the building, huh? Who Yang in the building? Let's get it. Tunes ain't going nowhere until more weapons installed for the quarterback. Dude's playbook still too wide, 1 tight end and 2 running offense. Well, calm it down, Hu Yang. Calm it down. See, the difference is we saw KOC's offense. He ran it differently. We saw way more of the run. You hear me, Hu Yang? So calm it down. You hear me? Period. Like I say, playoffs or not, compete and win the rest of the damn way. You hear me? No cap. Yeah. But you want to say 2 wide, 1 tight end, 2 running offense, whatever the hell you want to say, bro. No cap. It worked. And KOC ran the ball over 30 times. Point blank, period. Bottom line is the point I'm making, Hu Yang. Hu Yang. You hear me? Yeah. Heavy. Is the KOC got out of his stubbornness, his unwillingness to make a change if need be. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, man. Him collaborating with his team, with his personnel, with his staff, I'm sure. Probably with even some of the players, correct? Correct. So this the whole point of the new look offense, you know? Yeah. Now he has to keep it going, but the whole point is KOC made a change. Yeah. Yeah. That's the point I'm making here. What going on around here? Andre Sutton in the building. Shout out Andre Sutton in the building. You hear me? Soft ass Darisaw too. Whoa, man. Calm it down. Calm it down. Now we've seen Darisaw lose some battles. Darisaw has been hurt. He's been unavailable more than he has been available, right? Right. But at the end of the day, like we saw versus the Commanders, and he got to keep it going. But like we've been seeing from Darisaw, yeah, healthy, 100%. He's one of the best tackles in the game. Top five, period. Heavy. Now, Michael Parsons dominated his ass. But you have to ask yourself, the whole year, has Darisaw really been locked in or been 100%, huh? Yeah. So a lot of questions to ask about Darisaw. Can the man stay healthy a full season? You hear me, huh? Yeah. If he does that, well, you're talking about one of the best to ever do it potentially. But his biggest problem is he's been hurt. Man can't stay on the damn field. We're going to see, bro. But Darisaw in the O-line unit looked very much improved last week, period. I mean, versus the Commanders, you cannot deny that, right? Yeah. Playoffs or not, I'm here for it. SKOL. Shout out Golden Rule Girl in the building, huh? Shout out Golden Rule Girl in the building. You hear me? Heavy. Shout out the women in the building. Yeah. She say playoffs or not, I'm here for it. SKOL, respect, Golden Rule Girl. Hey, like I say, playoffs or not, hey, zone in, continue to grow and be better. Win out. KOC continue to grow and be better. Yeah. I want to see per domination. I want to see per wins. What is it, 5 more games? Yeah. I want to see the Minnesota Vikings win out. Yeah. Yes, because KOC inconsistent. Oh yeah, KOC has been very inconsistent. We all know that. That was the whole first segment, right? Andre Sutton, he's been piss poor. Piss poor. That's why I'm not finna sit here and get overly excited because he coached one good game. Now stack a game on another game and stack another game on another game and see where you get, see where we get heavy, see where they get as a team. Then you can say, oh, hey, okay, maybe KOC gets it now. He's getting out of his ego now. You hear me, dog? Huh? No cap. Yeah. He's going to try to really develop McCarthy now. Shout out Hassan Hussein in the building. Shout out Hassan Hussein in the building. Heavy. You hear me? Heavy. Bro, KOC was playing the Commanders who are not that great. KOC's scheme is outplayed, and defensive coordinator knows what he is going to do. Once again, I understand. That's my whole point, Hassan Hussein, right? He got to keep it going. That's my whole point in saying, can he be consistent, period. Duh. No shit, Sherlock. We know the Commanders aren't a great team. Duh. That's not the damn point. At the end of the day, they're an NFL team. Huh? Yeah, you hear me? At the end of the day, the offense scored 31 points and looked very good and also looking different at the same time. Yeah, like KOC really put the work in to change his scheme and change the way he puts his personnel in certain situations that benefits them. You hear me, dog? No cap. Yeah, that's the whole point, What have I been saying this whole damn time, Hassan Hussein? I'm talking about consistency, right? The lack of consistency, period. Now we're going to see more of who this team is right now versus the Dallas Cowboys, a pretty solid team this far in the season. Like I said earlier, a potential playoff team. They are still in the hunt. No one's saying, oh, crown KOC. Y'all might crown him. Some other content creators or Vikings media or Vikings fans or the NFL might crown him right. Not me. We've been down this road before. You hear me, dog? No cap. You know? So you don't got to tell me what KOC can and can't do or how his scheme is outplayed or not. I tell you what, that scheme versus the Commanders wasn't outplayed at all. And we're going to see how it holds up versus the Cowboys. We're going to see how he can adapt when things get tough in a hostile environment. But like I say, could that have been the turning point? We shall see, man. Time will tell. You hear me? Heavy. Might rhyme in a building. Might rhyme in a building. You hear me? Heavy. Our problem is we have no identity. You just don't know what team you're gonna see come time each week. Heavy. Once again, shout out Blood Eagle Smeagol in the building. My point exactly, Blood Eagle Smeagol. You hear me, dog? No cap, period, huh? Yeah. That's my damn point exactly. Which team shows up? Yeah. But to be honest, we've never seen that team show up as far as the offensive side ever. The whole year, the whole season, not one game, huh? Yeah. You know? Yeah. We've seen the defense show up time after time, but the offense, we haven't seen them show up and perform that way, dog. No cap. And if you're saying we have, you're lying through your teeth. So that's my whole thing behind saying, "Hey, is this the turning point?" Because we've never seen this before from the offense, and I'm talking about offense as a whole. The main one, KOC. You know, yeah. The whole issue all year, big time moments, he calls horrible plays. He can't coach a full 4 quarters. His offense is not fit for McCarthy. You know, yeah, he's stubborn. He's in his ego. And versus the Commanders, he changed all that. Understand? It's one game. Yeah. But we're going to see, can they keep that identity? Because that was a great performance. Great physicality. You hear me? No cap. Period. We're going to see if that's the real O-line. But you want to be a great team? I don't care what potential you have, right? Boom. Question is, how great, no matter how great you are, can you bring that greatness to the field week in, week out, every week and be consistent as hell? You hear me, dog? Yeah. That's the main question, period. Yeah. That's the main conundrum with the offense. Inconsistent as hell. Offensively, anyway. Yesterday was the first time all three phases played complementary. No doubt. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Can they finish being a consistent team? Period, homie. Yeah. Blood Eagle Smeagol, so true. Stick to running the ball and give JJ those quick and easy throws. Heavy, no cap, point blank, period. That's all it is, man. Shout out TM33. Shout out TM33 in the building once again, huh? Yeah. But you see what happens when your head coach, your play caller, changes his scheme to fit his quarterback and his strengths. You know, man? Everybody talking about, oh, JJ McCarthy can't run an offense. JJ McCarthy can't run an offense. Bitch, where? Bitch, how? Huh? How? Yeah. He ran the offense to a T. You know? Difference was his coach put him in better positions to maximize his full potential, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. His coach was dialing it up. His coach was running the damn ball, period. Heavy, yeah. His O-line was protecting very well, giving him time, etc. He was more confident. He didn't overthink. And it's all one big domino effect. You hear me, huh? Yeah. No cap. I want to see if he stays with the run. We will see. We will definitely see, dog. Heavy. Takin Tomo in the building. Shout out Takin Tomo in the building. SKOL, bruh. SKOL, big dog. You know, forever. Yay. Love the Bama Vikings banners. Will Reichert, the GOAT. Ah. Yeah, you hear me? You hear me? Hey. Shout out talking Tomo on the building, man. What a train at in this bitch. What a train in this bitch, huh? You hear me? Huh? Yeah. One more again, bro. You hear me? Yeah. Shout out talking Tomo in the building once again. Skull, I don't trust him. A snake is a snake. So when a snake bite, can't get mad because it's a snake. And that's what snake do. Yeah, heavy. Oh, man. Andre Sutton, come. Hey, who you talking about, Andre? Who you talking about, Andre? Is Andre Sutton calling KOC a snake? Oh, man. Let it be known, Andre. You hear me? Let it be known, big dog. Are you calling KOC a snake? Huh? Yeah. Let it be known, Andre. You hear me? Let's get it, bro. Heavy. Oh, man. Andre Sutton calling that man KOC a snake. Oh man, you hear me, dog? No cap. Oh man. Hold on now. Hold on now. I gotta say that again. He say skull. I don't trust him. A snake is a snake. So when a snake bite, can't get mad because it's a snake. And that's what snakes do. Yeah, heavy. Oh man. One more again, bitch. You hear? Oh man. You know? Oh man, huh? Yeah. Oh man. Andre Sutton, it's getting hot up in here, huh? It's getting hot up in here, huh? You hear me? Heavy, yeah, dog. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Oh man, he say, yeah. He say shots fired, boy. Andre Sutton say, yeah, I claim that bitch. I'll stand on that bitch. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, man. I like it, Andre. I like it, Andre, homie, huh? You hear me, huh? Yeah. Stand on it, bro. How you feel? Say how you feel, but keep it real. Period. One more again. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Oh man. Mm. Honestly, this game made me upset because we could have been with this game plan. Facts. We shouldn't be 5-8, but KOC is stubborn. I don't think we 13-0, but we could still be in playoff contention. I agree, man. I agree. You know, part of the game kind of pissed you off. You're like, bro, where has this been? If KOC would have just stopped being stubborn 4 weeks ago, damn near 5 weeks ago, shit, even 2 weeks ago, right, dog? You hear me? We could have been playing this way. Offense could have been performing this way. Ain't no way in hell this team should be 5-8. Straight truth, straight facts. You hear me? Heavy. But hey, you can't sit and dwell on it, right? You build off of it, build off of it. Hopefully they keep growing and they can win out. And possibly, maybe, just the table turns our way. Teams that need to lose, lose. The Bears lose out, Panthers lose out, Rams, Buccaneers lose out, whoever. Panthers, whoever, bro. Just maybe. Yeah. A miracle could happen or something rare could happen, right? You hear me, dog? Point blank, period, no cap. Yeah. But definitely rocking with you on that talking Tomo. Definitely disappointed, bro. You hear me? It's like, man, bro, 5-8. How the hell we get it 5-8? And it all comes down to the quarterback. I mean, your head coach being stubborn as fuck. Huh? Yeah, you hear? Huh? It comes down to your coach being stubborn as fuck and caught in his ego for the whole damn season, damn near. Right? Bottom line, no way around it. Yeah, it's good. He made a change. He's doing this. He's doing that. Yeah. We're going to see what happens, though, for real. SKOL Volkswagen RDC. Watch out, we coming if he makes the right hire. Hey man, roll tide full of pride. You know what it is, man. You hear me, homie? You know, yeah. At the end of the day, for real, Andre Wright, I could give a damn care less who y'all defensive coordinator is, etc., bro. Boom. Roll Tide full of pride. Respect. Shout out to the SEC, but it's Roll Tide full of pride. You hear me? No doubt, no cap. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I say, see you next year in October, huh? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Oh, man. You know? Shout out Andre Sutton in the building, though, man. Yeah. Nitro Border in the building. Nitro Border in the building. Yeah. Let's get real with it. Good to see McCarthy have a much better game, but he still did not look like a starter in the NFL. Got to develop him out of his deficiencies. Hold up, Nitro Border. Hold up, Nitro Border. Huh? Yeah. Now we know he needs improvements, got to make improvements, etc., etc. But you can really sit there and say, after that McCarthy performance, right? You don't think he can be an NFL starting quarterback? You know, if that's how the old offensive line performs week in, week out, or for the majority of the season, if that's how KOC coaches majority of the season, you don't think moving forward, JJ McCarthy can be a real NFL quarterback? Of course, implementing new techniques, working on his craft, etc. But are you kidding me though? His arm alone is crazy. Did you see some of the throws he made? Did you see the crazy corner routes, corner throws he completed to Addison, bro? Do you hear me? And you can sit here and say you don't know if he's not an NFL, that he's an NFL, if he's an NFL quarterback, bro. Are you kidding me, huh? Yeah. Come on now. Now I rock with you, Nitro Border. Lock in with me, my nigga, huh? You hear me? Yeah, bro. No cap, dog. You dig me? But at the end of the day, anybody who sits there and says McCarthy can't be an NFL quarterback, you know, yeah, and watch the Commanders game, you are very delusional. Period. Now I'm not saying he don't got shit to work on, but I'm saying it's clear to see right now that he can definitely be a starting NFL quarterback. Heavy, yeah. You know, his arm power, arm talent is phenomenal and is only going to continue to get better as he grows and matures into his body, right? As the game slows down for him, etc. Come on, man. Let's not cap, man. Let's not cap, huh? Yeah. Shout out Ralph in the building. Shout out Ralph in the building, huh? Yeah, man. Love you, EJ. We run the table. Much love, bro. Much love, dog. Much love, big dog. You hear me? Huh? Yeah. For sure. hmm Run the table. That's all you want to do. Run the table, man. Run the table, right? Playoffs or not. Let's run that bitch. You hear me? Yeah. Mhm. How the O line look at as in penalties? Um, Might have to check that stat out, Andre. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Definitely seemed like it was a more cleaner game this time around. You know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, let's just see right now. Fuck it. Two cans in a bucket. You know? Let's just see right now. You hear me? What's the name of that shit? Score. Let's see what penalties, how many penalties the O line had, How many they had, bro? Let's get into it. You hear me? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 7 penalties we had as a team, or the O line, etc. Here we go. Mm, Rushing yards. Minnesota had 162 rushing yards. Period. That's what we need, homie. Heavy. Shout out to the O line. You hear me? Heavy. Let's get it, bro. No cap. 151 passing yards. That's the way you win. You can win like that. You can win like that. And I think Kelsey finally understands that, correct? Yeah. Penalty yards. The Vikings had, damn, what? Three penalties, only three penalties for 24 yards. Is that correct? Heavy? So pretty much a clean game for the most part. So that answers your question right there, Andre Sutton. So a way more cleaner game from the old line. You hear me? Heavy? Yeah. The Commanders had a clean game as well, but only three penalties for what? Once again, 24 yards. You'll take that every time, right? Boom. Uh-huh. Time of possession. The Vikings had the ball for 34 minutes and 52 seconds. The Commanders only had it for 25 minutes and 8 seconds. So you see right there. Shout out to the O-line, period, man. Heavy. Yeah, you hear me? Yeah. And I'm gonna get into them later in the live as well. Heavy. Hmm. I came out of the crib draped in purple since Friday. Now ain't nobody on my line talking trash. Oh man, you know what can they say this week, bro? What can they say this week? You hear me? Oh yeah. Oh, y'all ain't making the playoffs. Y'all still ain't do it. Okay, bro. What's up? Heavy. We just pitched a shutout, bro, and we finna run the table around this bitch. You hear me, dog? No cap. And technically, it's not over yet for the playoffs. Period. Shout out Dwayne in the building. Shout out Dwayne Archigo in the building. McCarthy looked totally different. He looked more relaxed. I think he figured it out. Cowboys are next. Let's go, man. Like I said, if this where things take a turn, I agree. I totally agree, Dwayne. He looked more confident. He looked more poised. Wasn't overthinking. He went out there and let it rip. His footwork was better. His techniques, mechanics were better, and they're going to continue to improve. His arm strength is crazy. We seen him throw the ball much better. He's learning when to take the pop off of it. He had some nice throws that he floated in there on the sidelines, right? Took some power off that bitch. Had some other throws. The throw on the goal line to TJ Hawkinson was amazing. You hear me? Period. You know? That showed his true arm strength, arm talent. Not too many quarterbacks can make that throw, period, huh? Yeah. So, like I say, this could be the turning point. But I'm right there with you, Dwayne, dog. You hear me? No cap. Matter of fact, where to train at around this bitch. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Come on now. Huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hit your board in the building heavy. Man down. Facts. Cowboys got a much better defense than the Commanders, right? A much better defense than the Commanders. If the Vikings can run the ball, first off, will KOC continue to run the ball? Will he continue to stick to his guns? Will he continue to be aggressive? You hear me? Heavy. Will he continue to put McCarthy in the best situations to win, to play at his maximum potential? You hear me, dog? Heavy, right? Will he continue to force the run? Will the O-line continue to run block and pass block, blur? You hear me, dog? No cap, period, bro. It's all gonna come down to this, nigga. No cap, for real. Can the O-line, the biggest part, can the O-line protect and block their ass off, period? That's what I want to see more of right there. Very impressive performance from the O-line as a whole. And you saw you had everybody back. No players were injured. It's a difference when you're healthy, huh? Boom. It's a difference when you have all your best players on the field, huh? Boom. Straight up. So let's see how this thing turns out. You my nizzle, dog. One of the real Vikings fans. Shout out Andre Sutton, bro. Shout out Andre Sutton. You hear me, dog? No cap. Straight up. Where the train at? Yeah. Huh? One more game. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know? Period. Gonna get into this KOC presser in a minute, man. For real. Finish these comments out though. You know? If we make the playoffs, I'll get a skull tattoo. Clock it. Laugh my ass off. Oh man, bro. You know? Be some crazy work right there, man. Crazy work, you know? Yeah. But guess what? Talking Tomo. It starts with the Vikings winning out, period. Yeah. The Vikings handling that business the rest of the way from here on, period, huh? Yeah. Skull, that's what DMX said. RP to DMX. Can't get mad at the snake when he strikes, you dig? Rest in peace, DMX, bro. Legend for real, huh? You hear me? Heavy. Top 5 for real, huh? Forever. Heavy, huh? You hear me, dog? Yeah, period. I had to throw that at you, Vol Nation, 3rd week of October. Only me and you know about the 3rd week of October. Big game. Yeah, heavy. You know what it is, Andre. You know we lighting them cigars up, baby. Yeah, come on now, Andre. You know we lighting them some cigars up, dog. Huh? Yeah, boy. Bitch, yeah. Mm-hmm. We lighting them cigars up, homie. No cap. Shout out Josh GG in the building. Shout out Josh GG in the building. Shout out Josh GG88 in the building. Great question. He say, can I ask you something, EJ? I didn't see the complete play, but I've seen a lot of comments saying the hit by Jay Ward on Ertz was dirty. I can't tell it was dirty. And I'm saying cap, no, it was not a dirty hit. Shout out Josh JG in the building. You hear me? No cap, dog. But it was not a dirty hit. It was a clean hit by Jay Ward, etc. You hate to see Ertz gets injured. You know, you never wish injuries upon any player, dog. Prayers up to Ertz, etc., etc. Hopefully he has a quick and swift recovery. But at the end of the day, no. Jay Ward was making a football play. Jay Ward is a physical player, you know. One thing about Jay Ward, I'm happy to finally see him on the field. I think he gives you a different dynamic of play. And especially in the cornerback position, being physical and not being scared to come face first and dive in. But that's his game, bro. Heavy. Yeah. That was not an illegal hit. That was not a dirty hit. That was a clean, physical, aggressive hit. Boom. You know? Yeah. Just unfortunately, Ertz got hurt on the play. But hell to the no, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Jay Ward was dirty. He's a dirty player. No. Kill that noise round yonder for real. I feel like there's hypocrisy in the whole complaint of the thing. Big facts. Yeah, big facts, bro. For real. All cap. Poppycock. You know? Shout out TJ in the building. Shout out TJ in the building. You hear me? Vikings blow out Commanders, and yet I still keep hearing Jefferson is going to ask for a trade for only having 2 receptions. So what, bruh? Don't listen to everything, TJ. You hear me, dog? Heavy, huh? No cap, bruh. You already know how it go, man. You think Jetta's worried about them 2 receptions? And do he want to get involved more? Hell yeah, I'm sure. But you think Jetta's going to sit there and pout, nigga, because he only got 2 receptions? Did you check the presser? Matter of fact, we going to check the pressers. But did they check the presser when Jetta said, I don't care how many yards I get, how many catches I get, right? You hear me? As long as we win. Man, Jetta's about winning, bro. He want to win. Fuck all that bullshit, TJ. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Don't get caught up in the hype, dog. Don't get caught up in the pussy shit, dog. You hear me, bro? No cap. For real. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Come on, man. How long Jetta's been here? Jetta's ain't never been no damn diva. You know? He ain't never been no damn bitch. You know? Huh? Yeah. Now, has he been frustrated? Hell yeah. And he got every right to be, or had every right to be. Motherfucker want to win. Yeah. You know? He used to winning. Yeah. You know? For real. Sometimes you want him to speak up more. Yeah. But he could have been pulled to AJ Brown, etc. Huh? Right? A Stephon Diggs, you know. Yeah. But Jettas ain't no diva, you know. He's a team player, a team guy. And at the end of the day, he wants to win. Wow, man, that's trippy, bro. That's trippy, dog. You hear me? I got a video coming. I got a video coming saying this, saying just that. TJ, you hear me, dog? No cap, bro. Huh? Heavy, heavy, bro. Heavy, bro. Period. Man, I've been thinking that same thing for weeks, dog. You hear me? No cap. Very similar aspects to their game, strong arm, etc. Dog, huh? Boom. Yeah. Hey TJ, let me know what made you say that, bro. You hear me? What made you say that heavy, huh? Yeah. Or did you see that comparison somewhere? Yeah. You know? But yes, dog, definitely a major comparison. John Elway, but better. John Elway, but more athletic. John Elway with a stronger arm, huh? Heavy, dog. Yeah, don't worry about it. Video coming soon. Boom. Yeah. Big facts, though. But I'm very interested. TJ Martin, is that something you've been thinking or you saw that somewhere, dog? Let me know, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Oh, man, bro. That trippy as hell, though. Swell. Swell, man. Been thinking that for a minute now, man. No cap. Definitely a John Elway, but better. A John Elway with the potential to be more better, with a stronger arm, bro. And John Elway was known for having one of the strongest arms in QB NFL quarterback history. Straight up, you know. Great comparison, man. Hey, that's crazy. That's trippy, dog. For real. You know, straight up, man. For real. Definitely, man. Like I say, got a video coming. Stay tuned. Definitely a great comparison, though, man. You hear me? No cap. People saying it was a dirty hit. What can the DB do then? Can't hit high, otherwise it's a penalty. And if you can't hit low, then what? Let the receiver catch the ball first. Heavy, bro. Facts. The ball touched his hands. Boom. You know he went low. It's part of the game, part of what it is. Period. I mean, you can't get mad at him, bro. For real. Yep. Us as fans need to start making coaches and players accountable for bad play. You know they listen to people platforms. Well, I hope they do. I'm sure they do. I hope they listen to me because I lead them in the right direction. You hear me, dog? Big skull here, the biggest dog for real. I ain't no nut rider. I'm gonna keep it real with them, huh? Make them go get them. Yeah, you know, yeah, straight up, yeah. Oh, we got a Packers fan in the building, man. We got a Packers fan in the damn building, man. Huh? What the hell going on around here? Fuck going on around here, huh? Yeah, yeah. You know, Jordan Love is better, improved Brent Favre. Jordan Love is the better improved Brent Favre, or whatever. Swiss cheese. We turn Packers to Swiss cheese, bro. You hear me, huh? Yeah. His arm and playmaking ability on the run. Facts. Facts, man. Now let's get into some of these pressers. Let's get into this KOC presser. He'll be the first one. Boom. Yeah. The hell? Give me 1 second, bro. Hold on. 1 second. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Let's get into it. Don't worry, we coming, bro. Don't worry, we coming, bro. You know, yeah. Talk to him, Andre, huh? Talk to him, dog. Yeah, huh? Yeah.
Best. Just want to first and foremost highlight our fans. Finally, to give them. It's been a few weeks since we gave them the type of performance that the best home environment, best fan base in football deserves at US Bank Stadium. Very proud of our team. Really felt like in a lot of ways, whether you're talking the physicality which we played with, protected the football, able to make some plays in the passing game.
See Richard. See, we got Richard in the building. Shout out Richard in the building. Hey, Richard7479. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe since you want to be in the motherfucking building, giving your motherfucking opinion. You hear me, dog? Much appreciated. No cap, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. First off, that's where you're wrong. Who's sitting here saying that the Vikings can win it all? But I'll tell you one thing, bro. They can win it all if they somehow, some way get into the playoff, or they can definitely have a chance to win it all. Period. Boom. If they play like that every week, hell yeah, bro, they can beat any team in the league, period. They've been in close games with the best teams in the NFL, allegedly. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Every week. Every week. They just shut down a high-powered Seattle Seahawks offense. Yeah. And if their offense was even competent at all, damn, they probably damn near would have beat them, huh? Yeah. You hear me? Yeah. Championship caliber defense. Offense been piss poor the whole season, and they're still hanging in there with the top best of the best. So what are you telling me? Huh? Yeah. But no one's sitting here being delusional. No cap. No one's saying, oh, they're going to go win it all now. Ain't nobody saying that, but they definitely give themselves a chance if they went out, if they can somehow, some way make it in a dance. Hell yeah. Heavy, bro. Yeah. Let's see how it turns out. Let's see if they can be consistent. You hear me, bro? Period. And guess what? If they play consistent like they did versus the Commanders, they will win out clean sweep versus everybody. Heavy, bro. You hear me? Period. No cap. You hear me? Yeah, bitch, yeah. Shut your bitch ass up, Richard. You hear me, homie? Heavy. Who your squad is, boy? Who your squad is, boy, huh? Yeah. Here we go.
Game, but be efficient enough running the football to stay ahead of the chains, limited penalties. And then, like I said, our defense doing great work all day long, keeping them out of the end zone. Fourth down stop, huge. We wanted to start fast, took the ball, and able to put a touchdown on the board. And then defense gets the stop, and then we can.
Man, you hear me? I'm trying to get you in the mouth. You hear me, Andre? Son, hey, where his mama at, man? Hey, Richard, where your mama at, boy? Where your abuela at, boy? You hear me, huh, homie? Heavy, yeah, no cap, bro. You hear me? Yeah. Where your girlfriend at, boy? I'm trying to see where her mouth do, dog. What your grandma mouth do, dog? You hear me, nigga? Yeah. I'm trying to make your grandma cheeks clap, boy. Yeah, you hear me? Huh? Yeah. You know? Yeah, man. Where your abuela at, nigga? You hear me, huh? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Believe that, bro. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, man. No Diddy, huh? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Where your girlfriend at? I want to bend over on all fours. Richard, huh, nigga? Richard. Yeah. Tell your girlfriend, come here, boy. Heavy. I want her, nigga. I want a heavy, dog. Yeah, no cap. Here we go, man. Back to KLC, dog.
Keep the ball for the next 12 minutes on a very long drive from our own 2-yard line. Third down conversions. I thought JJ had some phenomenal plays on third down. and then just continued to play within himself. Decision-making was going to be the priority today, and felt like he played a very clean game, protected the football, like I said, ran the show. So very proud of him and a lot of guys for that matter. But felt good to, play to the standard that our fans deserve back here at US Bank Stadium.
Heavy, baby. Heavy, huh? Yeah. The fans deserve it, baby. The real fans. The biggest, KOC. The biggest. You hear me, dog? Yeah. And guess what, KOC? You hear me, dog? If you only knew how proud we are of you, heavy. Hey, shout out Packers gamer in the building. Shout out Packers gamer in the building, huh? You hear me, dog? Yeah. Much love, Vike Queens. I subbed. Watch your mouth and watch your damn tone, my dog. Once again, watch your mouth and watch your damn tone. You Swiss cheese packer head motherfucker. But at the end of the day, Packers gamer, shout out you, bro. Heavy, huh? Yeah. Babe. Yeah. I'm talking about shutting that mouth up. Try to have whole team on concussion. Hey, hold on, Andre. You hear me, man? Bro, hold on, Andre. Hey, Andre coming kind of diabolical today, ain't it? Oh, man. Andre getting diabolical today, ain't it? Man. Yay. Hold on, bro. Andre getting kind of diabolical out this bitch, man. You hear me? Yeah, bitch, yeah, huh? Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, bitch. I'm talking about shutting that mouth up, trying to have whole team on concussion protocol, fool. Whoa! You hear me? What a train round this bitch. Yeah. One more again, huh? Yeah. Fuck you talking about, man? Fuck you talking about, man, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, man, you hear me? Oh man. You say I love to bar fight. I talk shit all day and back it with facts. Get at him, Andre. Get at him, Andre. You hear me? Huh? Woo, woo. Let's go, man. You say Dre on demon time. He wildin', ain't it? He wildin', ain't it? Bitch, yeah, you hear me? Ralph say, call it like it is, EJ. My dog Ralph, bro. My dog Ralph, bro. You hear me? Yeah, dog. Yay. My dog Ralph in the building. You hear me, dog? One more again, bitch. Let's go, bro. No cap. You hear me? Straight up. Shout out my dog Ralph in the building, dog. No cap for real, nigga.
And a lot of football left. Players have overcome a lot of adversity, and really proud and very appreciative. I told them of just the consistency of staying the course and remaining together, being about things that are very, very important, not only in football, in locker rooms, but beyond that. The type of things that I'm really proud of with our guys. I'm very appreciative of that. No real injury updates for you guys. We came out relatively clean. And with that, I'll open it up.
That's a plus, coming out positively clean, no injuries. That sounds very good. That sounds very good. Is that the first time that has ever happened with the Vikings? Not sure. It could be, right? You hear me? Yeah.
To you guys.
Was the game plan set up to make things easy for JJ, or did he just execute things better?
I think it was a combination of JJ's execution, staying efficient. We used some different, we had some different looks early on in the game to try to, some change ups to maybe some things we've done either personnel wise or schematically, and just tried to, get off to a fast start and then get a little momentum in the game. Allow our defense to play with a lead and then eventually force some turnovers and then try to see if we could stack.
Well, it started with your better play calling, KOC. That's the first thing, you know. I know you like to say we, but it started with your play calling. You hear me? Period, dog. No cap, huh? You hear me? No cap. Heavy, huh? Yeah.
On that by just staying the course and protecting the football and playing smart. But I do think the situational football is probably not going to be talked about. But when you run the football efficiently, that's great. But you're going to have some third downs, and when you even some third and mediums, 3rd and 11, and whatever it was when Justin converted on kind of in the field goal range there, and we
Talk to him, Andre. You hear me? Talk to him, dog. You hear me? Much appreciated, big dog. Straight up, no cap, man. Skull territory, Skull Vikes. You know what it is, huh? You hear me, dog? Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you hear me? Yeah.
convert on that. It has to pair together with being situationally sound if you're going to play a physical kind of run style of a game, and that's where JJ, I thought was phenomenal, especially with some pretty good ops there in the first half.
What goes into the decision to receive from the outset of the game?
It's kind of a feel thing. Just it'd been we wanted to a big point for the week.
Shout out Packer Gamer in the building. Shout out Packers Gamer in the building. Says just shared on my Discord. Much appreciated, big dog. You hear me? Heavy. Yeah.
Was starting fast, Alec, in the game, and sometimes that means putting your defense out there and getting a stop. But when you take the ball, it allows really 2 phases to start fast at the same time. With the new kickoff rule, Jug, Miles with the really nice return there, and then before you know it, when you get a return like that, if you can sustain and get that first down, now you at least have the field position on your side. But obviously the goal is to go in there and get 7 points to start the game and kind of lift the building in a lot of ways where we avoid.
How long it takes a beginner like my dad to go from beer belly to get ripped again.
Shut your ass up, punk ass.
Any sort of feeling of when you're in the midst of struggle, it's very easy to let your mind, either on the field or in the stands, to let your mind kind of wander to here we go again. And I just didn't want to allow it, and trusted our guys to get off to the start that they did, and then we were able to sustain for the rest of the day. But I thought the defensive stop down there in the low red zone on the 4th down, and then to drive at 98 after that, and one of the longer drives I think of the season in the NFL, was a pretty unique way to start fast. It wasn't necessarily explosives and throwing the ball all over the yard, but very efficient. And I was really proud of the guys the way we did that.
Tight ends are pretty active early on that first drive.
Yep.
Route, really intentional, or sort of how the defense was just.
There was parts of the plan where in many cases we had 3 of them on the field. We had 2 and CJ on the field. We just wanted to be versatile in how we kind of attacked on the early downs and tried to see if we can, have some.
Yeah, KO was very versatile. The way he attacked with different looks, etc. He never became predictable. Kept the defense on his heels, off guard. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Play calling. Question is, can he be consistent with it against a better team? Period. But yes, man, exactly correct. Showing them different looks, short pass game, quick pass game. Then boom, JJ McCarthy stepping back, completing some deep throws, but having balance. Boom. That's the key, bro. You hear me? Period. It all started with KOC and his play calling. I repeat, it all started with KOC and his play calling, which was well improved. Wherever he went mentally, wherever he wants to go mentally, he needs to stay there and come in prepared every fucking week that way, dog. Correct? Correct.
Early down success, running the football out of those groupings, and then pairing that with some kind of just schematical ways of trying to get some easy completions. And then, ultimately, then you still got to execute on 3rd down, which when, we get into those normal 11 groupings, or if we're in 12, we obviously feel great about those groupings as well. But just trying.
Packers Gamer, stop the cap. I repeat, stop the cap, bro. Heavy, you hear me? Heavy, huh? Yeah, you hear me, dog? Yeah, bitch, yeah. No, we should have not kept Sam Darnold, dog, period. No cap. Yeah.
Trying to play in a style where it's easy for our guys. We lined up in a lot of different ways, but yet some formulas of how we wanted to play to try to pair some things together both with the run and the pass, and our guys handled it really, really well.
JJ works back, starting to the left, and then works all the way back to Josh on that touchdown. Is that kind of an example of playing faster and thinking through things, maybe a little bit less just working fast that you've talked about?
Yeah, I just think, it's as many times as he can go to the line of scrimmage and just totally focus on his job, come off that kind of quick play action fake. And if he's got,
He was able to focus more on his job because you did a better job at your job, which was and is calling play calls, KLC. Do you hear me? Do you dig me? Do you get my drift? That's the whole point. Bottom line, he was able to perform better at doing his job because you simplified his job for him. You put him in the best position to maximize his potential. You hear me, dog? No cap, KOC. You hear me, bro? Yeah, dog. The offensive line put him in a great position. They protected. They ran block. You got the run going. You see the difference when you run the ball, KOC. You hear me, dog? No cap. When you run the ball, how it opens up the pass game in the long run. So that's the major key, KOC. So fuck all that extra rhetoric. You must understand that you must stay consistent in being a solid play caller. Whatever scheme you came up with, I understand every week is different, right? But at the end of the day, boom, it needs to look very similar to that. Y'all ran the ball how many times? 30 plus? Boom. Keep it going. Keep it going. You hear me? Period.
His eligible at the top of his drop, pull the trigger and throw it. Be decisive. But if you don't, get your eyes backside. And we caught man coverage on that, and J.O. was able to kind of slip off of block and be uncovered.
Kevin, you talk about the decision-making as a priority for the week. What was your immediate takeaway on how he did with that?
Yeah, it just, when JJ's at his best, there's conviction. You can feel it in his fundamentals and technique pair together because he's got conviction on what he's going to do with the ball. And there's still some, there's going to be 1,000 things we'll look at and, foot placement here and all that stuff. But part of the mentality of where I want him now.
Packers gamer, see, that's where you don't know enough about Minnesota Vikings business to hop in Minnesota Vikings business, bro. You hear me? Point blank, period, right, dog? No cap. You hear me, dog? Let me expound for you, you Packers loving motherfucker. Yeah, you hear me? Huh? Yeah. Where your abuela at? Where your grandma at? Where your mama at? Where your girlfriend at, bitch? I want them all for real. Yeah. First off, we went 14-3. So what, dog? You saw what happened to Sam Darnold in the playoffs. No cap. I know it wasn't all his fault, but at the end of the day, you saw how Sam Darnold responded in the playoffs. Huh? You hear me, homie? Yeah, heavy. You see how he's been playing this year under pressure against some of the best teams in the league, right, dog? No cap. Period. Huh? Yeah. So that's the bottom line. Your offense ran smooth with Sam. Sam was a vet. KOC didn't have to do any extra work with Sam for real. Sam was an experienced vet, homie. Yeah, he understood the game. The game was already slower for him. KOC just had to put his sprinkles on Sam Darnold. You hear me, dog? No cap. Give him his secrets, etc. He didn't have to develop Sam or nothing like that. JJ McCarthy is a rookie quarterback. And at the end of the day, every quarterback is different, right, bro? Period. You put your quarterback in the best scheme. JJ's one type of quarterback. Sam Darnold is a different type of quarterback. Period, bruh. For real. And while JJ's still growing and continuing to grow, it's KOC's job to put him in the best position to perform at his highest level. Just like he did with Sam Darnold in offense last year. Two total different quarterbacks. Period. Yeah. One's a rookie, homie. Heavy, bruh. Only got 6 games of experience. Yeah. So it starts with Kevin O'Connell doing his job and playing his role well as a head coach / offensive play caller, period. Boom. No. JJ doesn't suck. JJ is not a bust. You saw his arm talent last week versus the Commanders, huh? Period, homie. Yeah. And you will continue to see it. Bottom line.
After having experience, knowing what it's felt like in games, knowing what it's felt like in an NFL pocket now after a collection of playing time and starts, to just start applying that out of all this experience.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Woo! Love that too.
you can hopefully take from it that the success comes from the simplicity of making sure the starting point of doing my job, I check that box, because it's hard enough to play. If you're then adding variables to the starting point of if they do this and his mind, he's very much a guy that wants to play the mental game within the snap, and sometimes he can simplify it for himself within just the play that's called and setting his feet and eyes to number one.
Hey, Andre on one, man. Andre on one. You hear me? Andre Wilder, dog. Yeah. Oh man, no cap, bro.
And then progressing with great fundamentals from there and being accurate. I thought there were some really good examples of that today, and now we just got to build on it.
How essential was it to have a game like that as you start having these building blocks where you just needed some forward traction?
Yeah, I mean, look, I told the players, as a whole, they've heard me talk a lot this year, and they've heard me talk a lot, and try to continue to make sure guys understand that I'm aware. I do believe I have a decent amount of awareness to my leadership style and ability, and I'm first and foremost aware of where
Well, I hope you are aware, bro. Period. No cap on heavy. I hope you are aware, KOC. And the Commanders game might have proven that you are very aware of what you do or don't do, huh? You hear me, dog? Period. No cap, huh? Yeah.
Stretch of games like this can allow anybody to go, and the noise and the things are absolutely justified. But when in doubt, we get to work every single week towards a 60-minute opportunity, regardless of anything that's transpired before, or as I told them, anything that will transpire from here. We get this opportunity to make sure that we are, proving some growth that through adversity, I think it's the best grounds to have that growth happen. But you still have to go do it, and you still have to have a team that stays together through all of this. And it was good to win a game. We needed to win a football game, and the guys came out and did that.
On that 19-play drive, just how rewarding of that is that for an offense? Had some struggles the last 2 weeks, but then to put it all together.
Dale Macker in the building. Dale Macker in the building. Let's get it, bro. Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. You hear me, Dale? Since you all up in this bitch, want to talk your shit and run your shit, nigga. You hear me, dog? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You hear me? No cap. He say last place Vikings. All right, bet. You right. It's all good. Talk your shit, but guess what? We coming, nigga. We coming. You hear me? Yeah, bitch, yeah. Huh? Yeah. Shout out Ralph in the building. EJ, how do you feel about Dallas Turner? Well, I feel like Dallas Turner is coming along, baby. You hear me? No cap. Took him a little bit of time, but yeah, I have no doubt. It's no doubt in my mind that he will be a superstar. Huh? Yeah. It's no doubt in my mind. I repeat once again. Yeah. That he will be a solidified, certified superstar. Long as he keeps his mind right, keeps it, stays focused, continues to put the work in. Hell to the yeah, bitch. Yeah, you hear me? Dallas Turner is coming along, and he will be a superstar and an elite player in the NFL, period. Yeah, man. Come on. Sometimes it just takes a little longer for other players, but he has all the physical attributes, the physical talent. You hear me? Heavy, dog. Yeah. The long arms, etc. He's a real football elite edge rusher, elite football player. He has to continue to grow and work on his moves, but at the end of the day, he's gonna be just fine. Super elite, super talented, no cap. Yeah.
Together in that.
Yeah, I think it kind of highlighted the possibilities of. I think we were 5 of 5 on third down on the drive. We stayed relatively efficient, even though maybe we didn't have the explosive run throughout.
One more game.
But we still, we're able to stay efficient and keep those third downs somewhat manageable, make some pretty relatively routine throw and catches that were good to see those hit and stack plays on top of that. It was a stacking positive play kind of day, and just making sure that it was about what the Minnesota Vikings were doing well and consistent, which has been a big theme this year. Whether it's penalties, whether it's turnovers, we just haven't had enough sustained times. And I think we've had a couple home games now where we've been able to get a pretty significant lead by doing a lot of those things, especially early on in the game, and then allowing the defense to have some ops at potentially taking away the football. And then for this team, when we're sustaining that and running the football and being good on third down, we have the ability to eat clock. We have the ability to protect the football and get points the majority of the times we touch it.
What goes through your mind when Van Ginkel does it again?
Yeah, he's been close on a few. I know you guys know that. He's been close on a few, but the first thing I always think is, you're shocked they threw it to his side. And but it's part of offense. They're just trying to have answers for some of the things that we present schematically. But it was great to see. It was absolutely great to see.
Coach, when you talk about the growth of JJ from the beginning of the season to where he played today, had a phenomenal game, how would you like to see his growth moving forward towards thinking about the end of the season?
Yeah, I think when when you have examples of things that you hear a lot throughout the week, you have examples of real examples out on the grass with those other 10 guys in the huddle, and we're off on the sideline, and no matter how much I yap into that headset, it's still him out there hopefully absorbing the feeling of what winning football can be for our team when our quarterback plays winning football. And that's what he did today, regardless of statistics or anything like that. He played winning football. He protected the ball. He made throws situationally. He made some chunk throws on some of the early downs. And even though Washington was kind of live in a world where they were going to not allow us to potentially get the ball down the field, we had some ops if protection allowed. And on a couple plays, we didn't, maybe we didn't hold up, or maybe it was an NFL pocket that just didn't allow it. And we not only survived the down, he made some plays with his legs. He checked the ball down a few times, and the ball just kept going forward for the most part. So still going to be some stuff that we'll absolutely be coaching. And he's been tireless the way he's worked all year long. But now we have yet another example of not just the game in the opener where we have a divisional comeback late. We go to Detroit and do a lot of the things we did today as a football team, and we're able to win in a very tough place to play. Now we have this example. So if we can keep stacking not only positive plays within the games, but stacking the feeling of what winning football is, I think it can be.
Yeah, that's what it's definitely about, man. Consistency and being and staying consistent, period.
Growth for all of us as we keep moving forward.
Is there one play today you would highlight to demonstrate what JJ did well today?
I think there's really two. The last fourth down touchdown to TJ was, they're playing kind of a split safety look. Justin Jefferson does an unbelievable job outside releasing on the cloud corner, which opens up the window for TJ. But JJ's got to trust that thing and locate that football. Accuracy in the low red zone put us in the end zone right there. Decisive decision, kind of the intent of the play if we got the coverage that we did, and then we had some answers within the play if we didn't, but just decisive. And then I would say, I think back to, I don't remember what the D&D was, but Jordan Addison on a third down had a long completion where JJ, that was not his first progression. Justin Jefferson got taken away, and he throws a pretty nice leveled kind of drive throw to the void, and realizes that Jordan Addison's going to go get that ball for him like he did, which was a critical play on that. I believe it was on the 98-yard drive.
Deep out left?
Yeah. And
basically the same one from the Chicago game that landed short of Jordan. I know it looked the same.
Similar route, kind of more of a drop back third down kind of concept. But yes, that's a good observation. Similar route that played out, a little bit different coverage with kind of a zoning defender out in front of Justin on a route, and then you got to layer that ball up and over. But the layering of the ball, feeling that space, finding it in rhythm, those two plays jump out for sure.
The first touchdown to Josh.
The pass that McCarthy threw on the goal line to Hawkinson was damn more impressive than the corner route he threw to Addison a couple times, bruh. Elite arm, elite high level arm, period, dog. No cap, straight up, yeah.
I mean, the first kind of handful of passes, was that an example of this simplifying things?
No, I mean that's what I loved about that, and Mark, and I think schematically we can spend all afternoon if you guys want to going through what he's being asked to do on plays and things like that. But really, it's just a matter of him being decisive. The first completion of the day to Ben Sims. We're trying to throw the ball to Justin Jefferson. They took it away. How clean can you be with progression football and put it in play? And that was a big play to get us a new set of downs, churn that thing across the 50, and then keep playing. But yeah, and then what that does when he does some things earlier, it allows him to be in a quote unquote decision making rhythm where he can be decisive. It's single high. We've got a 4 vertical concept on. Where you're going to have a chance at either one of those tight ends in a big grouping, or you're going to check the ball down. And if you do that, that's okay too. But we just have to be able to call some of those plays and give them a chance to play quarterback and then maintain possession of the ball throughout. And you're going to get more ops. We got over 60 plays today, although I think we're probably keeping score. We had a few kneel downs, so not a very accurate.
Over 60 plays, definitely time of possession, controlling the clock, running the ball. As you know, the Vikings ran the ball, 30 times, 30 plus times? That's what you need. That's what we need. Prime example of KOC adapting and adjusting to who his quarterback is, period. And he's proven he can do it. Now, can he prove it again and again and again and again? You hear me? No cap, dog. For real.
Portrayal of the total number of plays.
So, Justin,
go ahead.
So I thought that was you. How happy he was for the victory, even though he didn't get as many touches as he would like to have.
Yeah.
Moving forward, how can he get more involved in the offense?
Yeah, he had a chance for a touchdown there in the second half, and JJ got moved off the spot, but actually kind of created a play on the sideline to, put an exclamation point on the day and had a chance there. But JJ.
I mean, don't even worry about it, right? Justin Jefferson will get his. I repeat, Justin Jefferson will get his. Correct. But the way Justin Jefferson carries himself, right? Never being a diva, even when he ain't getting the ball. We're going to get into his presser after a while as well. But what he said in his presser, dog, you hear me? No cap. True leader, great character, huh? Etc. He's never been a damn diva. What was some of his exact words? He said he don't care. He said, I don't care how many catches or touchdowns I get as long as we win. You hear me? No cap, dog. Period. That dude just wants to win. Period, bruh. For real.
They had to move off the spot, but we're going to find ways to get Justin the ball. He did not play 60 minutes today. That was a tough conversation. He tried to avoid me and run out on the field with about 7 or 8 minutes left in the game. We were able to kind of,
I mean, smart move taking out Jettas. No need to risk injury, etc. He's done enough. He's played enough. We know who he is, huh? You know who he is, what he brings to the table. Game over. Boom. Yeah, man. Make sure he's healthy, full 100% strong next week versus the Cowboys, right? Period. Let's win out this bitch. You hear me? Yeah, bitch, yeah.
Collective group effort between myself, Keenan, and a couple other folks, probably Dave Course, our security guy as well, because Justin did not want to come out of the game, obviously. But if Justin has demonstrated anything this year, the leadership, smile on his face right now, he wants to win. I think along the lines of in this day and age where it's really easy to look at these and say this guy did this and this guy did that, Justin Jefferson's been playing at a really high level, and he did again today. It's not necessarily going to always show up in the stat sheet, but he means the absolute world to this organization. And you don't have a performance like we did today unless your leadership, Justin being a huge part of that, remains driving the ship forward and bringing some teammates along with him. Appreciate it.
That's Jimmy Stein. I'm Clint Lamb, and this is the.
Let's get back to this next one.
Just want to first and foremost highlight
That's pretty much it for the KOC segment. Then we're going to go ahead and get into the JJ McCarthy segment of the live. Break some of these videos down, bro. You hear me? No cap. As a matter of fact, this whole McCarthy thing, this segment, I'm going to break it down totally different, baby. Totally different, period. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Yeah. My dog TJ Martinez came up in here and made me say, hey, fuck it, bro. You hear me? No cap. I'm going to go ahead and do the John Elway and JJ McCarthy comparison, period. Here we go. 1 second, man. Here we go. You hear me? Yeah. Okay, we'll see with another one. We're not gonna get into that one right now. Might get into it later, huh? Period. Pull this McCarthy up.
Obviously, great to get the win here at US Bank Stadium today. Great to get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get into that presser in a little minute, man. But I really want to break McCarthy, John Elway down. And what a better time to do it than right now during the live period. No cap, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Uh-huh. Me 1 second, man. You hear me? You in the chat, like it up. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. Now, this next segment here, I want to dive into McCarthy, JJ McCarthy. As we've seen, some may say it's been a up and down year. You have fans calling JJ McCarthy a bust. Analysts saying he needs to work on his technique. Cowherd, the so-called great Cowherd, and other analysts and so-called experts saying he's not it. He can't get it done. How many people have called him a bust? This and that, bro. Boom. He's a bust. He's not good at all, etc., etc. But we saw exactly how good and the potential that JJ McCarthy has. I don't care what nobody is talking about. Right? We saw the difference clearly when your head coach inserts a scheme to fit his quarterback, his rookie quarterback, especially heavy, huh? Yeah. And no matter what, the thing about JJ McCarthy, right? He remains a dog. He has fight in him. He has no quit in him. And guess what? He's going to scratch every time, period. See, JJ McCarthy is definitely on a journey. You know, people have counted him out already. But he continues to come back, boom, come back, boom. And the whole time he's learning. See, people seem to forget, right, that McCarthy is literally a rookie, huh? Yeah, literally a rookie, dog, heavy. But no one wants to give him credit. Yeah. The comeback victories he's had this season, everybody wants to forget that or push that aside or push that under the rug. Not showing any level of appreciation, you know, for the greatness he put on display. You know, so one thing I can say about him, he definitely has fight, he definitely has heart, and he definitely has that dog in him and that competitive spirit to win. We can talk about the physical attributes all day, and I'm going to compare him to John Elway in a moment. Period. Bottom line, bro. No cap. He's like a John Elway, but more athletic with a stronger arm. And as you know, and as I know, right, John Elway had one of the strongest arms ever in NFL history. So we're going to compare and make comparisons and really break it down, baby, huh? Yeah, no cap. You hear me, huh? Yeah. But the progress JJ McCarthy has shown, you know, in such little time, 6 games in, yeah, he's had some rough patches. He needs to develop. He needs to improve on certain things. Definitely. But even you go to the Commanders game, his footwork looked improved already. Yeah. His throwing mechanics, etc., look different already. You know, now he's been battling with injuries. And the main thing is, can he be and stay available for a whole season, huh? Period. But we see him growing on the fly, learning on the fly. Had some bad games, had some good games. But versus the Commanders, you seen how he can look, how he can run and control a offense, you know? And the situation didn't even have to be perfect. Just your head coach, boom, put him in the best position to win and perform at a maximum high level, right? Yeah. You know, his offensive line being competent, protecting him majority of the time, getting the run game going so he can play his style of ball. We seen him more confident. Boom. That confidence comes with more belief in his coach, more trust in KOC, right? That KOC will do his best, his damnness to put him in the best position to win. You hear me, dog? Yeah. It all starts from top to bottom. Coaching is the most important part of the team. Nowhere around it, huh? You hear me? Heavy. So KOC calling good plays. Yeah. JJ McCarthy having to make some big throws at certain times. And all this, him being inaccurate and he can't make the big throws and he needs to learn how to take heat off the ball and learn to throw the ball with touch. Did you not understand? Did you not see him take some velocity, take some pop off the ball in some of his throws versus the Commanders, huh? Yeah. Did he not look more accurate versus the Commanders, right? Yeah. You know, a lot of people want it to be overnight, not understanding this is a process. And if we're being real, through the injuries, through the setbacks, JJ McCarthy is still really ahead of the curve, I would say. You know, he's shown you everything you need to see. Physical, arm power, arm strength, crazy. He just has to learn how to tame it, baby, to control it in certain situations. Yeah. And he did a great job of that versus the Commanders, huh? Period. Yeah. But also, he's shown how strong his arm is. Yeah. The corner route, great pass, all pro caliber level throw to Jordan Addison on the corner routes a couple times. You know, I don't care what nobody talking about. That 4th and 1 goal line throw to Hawkinson was an elite level throw that showed elite arm strength and arm talent. You got to fit that ball right in there in a certain location, huh? Yeah. He may have been slightly a second late with it, but his arm power, arm strength makes up for it. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Yeah. And one thing you can't coach, like you can't coach size and speed, is what? Arm power, arm strength, etc. You know, either a quarterback can throw that bitch or not. And JJ McCarthy can throw it with the best of them, period. You know, arm power, crazy. Question is, can he continue to develop in his footwork and his mechanics and learn when to float the ball in there, put touch on it, etc. You dig me? You get my drift. Heavy. But the way he continues to come along, put the work in, not one time has he cried, given up. And you know, he's been through some tough times this season alone. You hear me? Heavy, homie. Huh? And he continues to grind. And now he finna really fucking shine. Blow their mind, dog. Blow their mind, bruh. For real. But you ask me what type of quarterback I want lining up and playing next to me, bruh. A quarterback who willing to put it all on the line, for real. You know? Yeah. Dive head first, try to get the first down, you know? Let's not forget about him being able to scramble in the pocket. Yeah. You know, having the ability to be mobile and maneuver, something we haven't seen for real in years from a Vikings quarterback, especially not from Kirk Cousins, huh? Heavy, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on. Let's be real here, dog. Let's state the facts. And you see how quickly things can turn around when your offensive line, your head coach and play caller, and your quarterback are in sync, huh? And are on the same accord. When your tight end's getting open, your receivers getting open, it's an overall team sport. Yeah. And sometimes McCarthy gonna have to step up, boom, make the big throws, huh? Put the team on his back. And he's done that already. You know? But I'm very proud of that dude, proud of my brother for not folding, not giving in. He could have gave up a long time ago, right? He could have been up out of there. Period. He could have said, "Oh, forget this, bro. I'm out. No cap. Boom. I'm done with it, etc., etc., etc." Yeah. But what does he continue to do? Stick with it. Grind. Put the work in. Extra work. Continue to fight. Continue to grind heavy. That's what it's about. That's the difference, man. That's the difference right there, man. For real. He's not no Kirk Cousins. Oh, I don't want to work on Tuesdays. I need family time. What? Are you kidding me, baby? Yeah. Get the hell up out of here, bro. Quickly and swiftly, huh? You hear me? And he just had a newborn, you know? So he got way more of an excuse than to not work on Tuesdays than Kirk did. Period. But that shows you how great he wants to be. How elite he can be, where his mental really is. As long as he continues to fight and put the work in and keeps his mind right and continues to work on his craft, learn the game, and as the game slows down for him, he's going to continue to get better. But his arm talent is crazy. And you can't coach arm power. Now let's get into him and John Elway. Now I say, I've been thinking about this for weeks, right, man? You know? Shout out to my dog TJ in the chat too, though. You hear me? Heavy, bro. Yeah. Made me want to go ahead and talk about it right now, huh? Right now. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. But John Elway, JJ McCarthy, yeah, they have very similar mechanics. Now I say JJ McCarthy is like a John Elway, but more athletic. Yeah. With more speed, with more arm talent and more arm power, more arm strength, you know? And I'm going to get into it in a minute, but we know John Elway had one of the strongest arms in NFL quarterback history. Yeah, a repeat NFL quarterback history, man. Yeah. Their arms are very similar. You know, even the way they are constructed, the way their body is constructed, huh? Yeah, very, very similar. But like I say, McCarthy is more athletic. He has the potential to be better. You know, to me, has more raw talent. And you know, Elway led the Broncos to what, a Super Bowl? How many Super Bowls, huh? Yeah. You know, yeah. And in John Elway's early days, he could run, scramble, maneuver in the pocket, and throw that bitch. But arm talent is crazy. Period. Once again, one of the strongest arms ever in NFL history. But you look and break down the gameplay. Look how McCarthy plays. Look how McCarthy throws. Look at his footwork. Look at where his feet are when he releases the ball, etc. Boom. Yeah. You could tell why I compare him to John Elway. And if that's the case, oh man, what a comparison. And if you telling me he's better than John Elway or has the potential to be better than John Elway, oh, come on, man. You hear me? Heavy. Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for that dude. He continues to improve his accuracy, his mechanics, his techniques, his footwork, his pocket presence, huh? Pocket awareness, all that. Oh man, the Vikings continue to build around him. Man, bro. We talking about really playing on an elite level at the quarterback position with a chance to be one of the greats to ever do it. Yeah, I stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? No cap. Yeah, but let's just look at John Elway right quick, baby. You hear me, huh? Yeah, really break it down. 1 second, man. Let's look at John Elway's arm strength, homie. Yeah. Give me 1 second, baby. You hear me? Yeah. John Elway is widely considered to have had one of the strongest arms in NFL history, known for incredible velocity, power, and the ability to throw the ball long distances with accuracy. Who does that remind you of? Who does that same damn thing, huh? You hear me? No cap, dog. For real. What it say? Known for incredible velocity. JJ McCarthy is known for that at times. Power. Definitely power, and the ability to throw the ball long distances with accuracy. And JJ has been off some this year, but as you can see, the Commanders game could be a turn in the right direction. He had some long throws, but threw them in there with power, also with accuracy, period. Didn't see a lot of overthinking, worrying about it, setting back, step drop, two-step drop, whatever the step drop is. Heavy, huh? You hear me, huh? Yeah. And he let that thing go, and he let it fly, and he let it rip. Period, man. For real. You know? Let's go, dog. His arm strength was so exceptional that it was often compared to throwing a weapon, sometimes causing receivers to use their chest to block the ball and leading to the term Elway cross. You know? Yeah. His throws required a lightning fast release and were even simulated using machines set to 70 to 80 miles per hour during practice. Man, what? You know? Yeah. And JJ McCarthy arm is that powerful. And guess what? He's only 22. So the more he develops, the more years he plays in the league, the stronger he gets, the stronger his arm will become. Yeah. But we've seen these same things. What have some of the complaints been from McCarthy? Oh man, his arm is crazy, bro. His arm is strong as hell. He needs to take some power off it. He needs to take some heat off the throw sometimes. That's been the biggest issue, right? Biggest concern this season thus far. You know? Shout out Ralph in the building, bro. Shout out Ralph in the building. You hear me, dog? No cap. Period, homie. Heavy. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I've been thinking about this here for a while. You know, yeah. But the major concern for McCarthy has been what? He got a strong arm. The power is there. The arm talent is there. He just got to learn when to drop the ball in, when to take some heat off that thing round yonder there, when to do this, when to do that, etc. Boom. But right here, man, boom. It explains it perfectly, damn near to perfection. Man, compared to throwing a weapon. If you look and see McCarthy throw, I mean, did we forget? You remember the long ball downfield that he threw to Oliver, the first touchdown of the game? That was a crazy throw, man. Not too many quarterbacks can make that damn throw. You see how quick the ball got there? Yeah. And he even took something off that throw. You see his footwork, his mechanics, boom. And he can still improve on that. But that showed you the arm power right there. The corner routes to Addison, bro. And I'm talking about deep corner routes. Yeah. Not easy corner routes. Corner routes where you got to have power to get that ball around yonder to the spot. Period, homie, huh? Yeah. No point blank, period. No cap. So the comparisons are definitely there. But the spooky thing is, what benefits McCarthy, Heavy. Yeah. He can be better than John Elway. He's more athletic than John Elway. He has a better arm than John Elway now. Yeah, bro. For real. Yeah. And like I say, as he gets stronger, his arm will get stronger. So damn near by next year, we could be talking about what they say here, 70 to 80 miles per hour. Shit, JJ McCarthy could be damn 90 to 100 miles per hour during practice. Come on, baby. I want to get into some Elway highlights too, but I'm trying to, make sure these copyrights ain't tripping, dog. You hear me? No cap. Let's see what this one says, bro. I'll get into that later, bro, for real. But once again, exceptional velocity. Elway could throw passes at speeds over 70 miles per hour and was known for having remarkable zip on short and intermediate passes. Who does that sound like? Who does that compare to? Let me read it again. Once again, you hear me, dog? No cap. Elway could throw passes at speeds over 70 miles per hour and was known for having remarkable zip on short and intermediate passes. Man, we've seen JJ McCarthy zip balls in there. Once again, I go back to the TJ Hawkinson throw on 4th and 1. He had to zip that ball in there. That was damn near triple coverage. I tell you, I repeat to you again, not many quarterbacks can make that damn throw. Kirk Cousins should have held couldn't, period. You got to have a different level of arm speed, arm velocity, bro. Power on the ball to zip that ball in. You hear me, dog? Heavy, huh? No cap, huh? Yeah. Even Hawkinson was surprised, huh? Yeah. He had to reach back like, boom. That's the only spot he could have thrown it to, you know? And as he continues to grow and he continues to conflate the arm power with the accuracy, oh man, bro, what it is, what do I say? Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, it's no limit for that dude. Shout out my brother, huh? Heavy, yeah. You know, yeah. Yeah, man. Come on now. Let's be real here. Yeah. Signature throw. His signature throw was a tunnel shot where he would rifle a pass 20 to 25 yards on a line between defenders. Man, what? We talk about tunnel shot, rifle the ball in there. How many times this year alone have we seen JJ McCarthy rifle the ball in there, right? Throw the ball in there. Zip line, baby. Boom, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, man. No cap. Saw it versus the Bears the first game. Saw it versus the Bears second time they played them, bro. Been saying it the whole time. Every game we see him throw it. We see him force the ball up in there, zip it up in there, bro. Like, damn, how the hell did he make that throw? Period. Receiver impact. His throws were so powerful that they sometimes broke receivers' fingers, man. And some teammates learned to catch the ball with their chest to avoid injury. And I repeat, the further JJ McCarthy goes, man, the stronger his arm will become. Period, homie. Yeah. Practice simulation. To prepare for his throws, his practice sessions would use machines set at 70 to 80 miles per hour to simulate the speed of his passes, bro. Boom. That's crazy, man. Combination of strength and technique. Elway combined his natural arm strength with a strong lower body and hip rotation to generate velocity, creating one of the most powerful arms in NFL history, notes draft ace and YouTube. That's crazy, man. And that's where JJ McCarthy has to really put in the most work. You know, sometimes he just depends on his upper body to make a throw. Think about when he's consistently rotating his hips, using his lower body to generate the velocity for the throw. You know, talking about techniques, mechanics, and per development. You hear me, dog? No cap. Per. And that's KOC's job to develop him. Period, dog. No cap. You hear me? Heavy. Techniques, footwork, fundamentals. You know? Heavy. Yay. Come on, man. Period. Man. Once he starts really throwing from his lower body, you know, really getting his hips, his hip rotation involved, it's going to be even more people making comparisons to this guy right here, John Elway. And don't forget, John Elway is a Super Bowl winner. So everybody who want to call JJ McCarthy a bust, it's over for him. He's not good. Kill that noise, man. I don't care what you talking about. Heavy, homie, you hear me? Huh? You don't give up on a player with a powerful damn arm who's shown he has that dog in him, shown that he can win, shown that he is a true competitor no matter what, no matter how the game is going. He stays locked in. He stays zoned in, period. And they saying bring in a veteran. Oh, it's over for McCarthy. 1 year. It's over, bro. You hear me? No cap. Shut the fuck up. You hear me? Heavy, homie. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Yeah, man. JJ McCarthy has all the potential in the world. And I guarantee. Oh, man. Whoa. If he stays consistent and continues to play at a high level, he will be the Vikings starter next year. I don't think KOC has given up on him or will give up on him. I think KOC has done some true self-reflecting and said, hey, all right, boom, I got to put my quarterback in the best scheme possible, best situation possible, period. And that's on me at the end of the day. You know, now we're going to see versus the Cowboys and moving forward. But I really believe KOC might have had damn near an epiphany to the point where he said, hey, let me look in the mirror and understand that this has been my fault, my fucking problem. I understand it's not all me. My O-line has been piss poor at times. My quarterback is still learning, but he's not bad. He has all the potential in the world. But at the end of the day, it's on him to help JJ McCarthy progress. Not only him, but the O-line, the receivers, tight ends, etc. Everybody has to play their role, play their job, and do their job well. You hear me, dog? No cap, point blank, period. But I'm sitting here making comparisons to John Elway, right? Huh? And the more I talk about it, I'm like, oh man, oh damn. The Vikings have definitely found their quarterback of the future. Yeah. You know? And if you're in denial about that, you are just being delusional and being a JJ hater. But my thing is, y'all ready to give up on JJ McCarthy, but you dumb idiots never were ready to give up on Kirk Cousins. Are you kidding me? At least the majority of fans. Oh man, so many Kirk Cousins nut riders, ball chasers, ball sackers. Huh? You hear me, dog? Heavy, huh? Yeah. Period. But JJ McCarthy has put on display his raw talent, his leadership abilities. Come on, man. The man's a damn rookie, damn near, and players voting for him to be a damn captain. Forget the on-field talents and physical attributes, etc. Right, dog? Let's talk about the damn mentality, huh? You dig me? You get my drift? Come on, bro. Stop the cap, dog. For real. Let's talk about the damn mental fortitude, period. Yeah. Everything else will align eventually. But let's talk about the real shit, dog. You hear me? No cap. Period, man. For real, huh? Yeah. So, yes, man, you can definitely compare JJ McCarthy to John Elway. JJ McCarthy is similar to John Elway, but like I say, he's more like a John Elway 2.0. Nah, I take that back. 4.0, motherfucker. You hear me, homie? Yeah, dog. No cap. And he can be a better quarterback than John Elway was. You know? Heavy. Let's see if we can catch a YouTube video. Gotta watch the copyright shit. You already know that, bro. You hear me? Yeah. So give me 1 second, bro. 1 second real quick. Let's see what's up, man. Yeah. We definitely gonna get into McCarthy's presser. Matter of fact, I might go ahead and just do that now, bro. For real, huh? You hear me? No cap. Go ahead and get it started, man. Why not? But you look at the way they run, look at the way their back foot moves when they release the ball, etc. Right? Oh man, very similar in skills and physical attributes. All that. Point blank, period, man. All that. You hear me? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into this presser. Then I might check out some John Elway highlights afterwards. You know, boom. Give me 1 second, man. Hold up, calm it down. We go.
Obviously, great to get the win here at US Bank Stadium today. Great to get a fast start. I thought the defense played fantastic, getting those turnovers. Really just does a lot for the entirety of the team and the momentum for the offense. So thought we played great, but, you know, there's still going to be a lot of things we got to clean up. And
shout out my boy Delton in the building. You hear me, dog? No cap for real, huh? Yeah. Let's get it, man. Yeah. we ran the ball and made Washington play normal pass coverage. Facts, correct. Ralph in the building. EJ, what do you think about what Franz Harkington said about Vikings not practicing before the Super Bowls? Kind of suspect, definitely, bro. Kind of suspect for real. I got to go check it out. I didn't know he said that. I might check into that later, homie. You hear me? Heavy. Our running backs, 28 carries, 143 yards, 1 touchdown. Much respect, man. Much respect. Let's get into it, bro. You hear me? No cap.
It's just another step in the right direction.
You looked very calm in the pocket. Did you feel calm in the pocket today?
For sure. Offensive line played fantastic. Receivers were getting open. Coach O'Connell was calling great plays where it was just put it in play kind of feel to it. And, yeah, it was just a very comfy pocket all day.
JJ, what was different?
You heard what he said? Comfy pocket, comfortable pocket. You understand? Put your quarterback in the best position to win. You hear me, dog? Heavy. And we understand the pocket won't always be comfortable. It won't always be perfect. But the majority of the time, what is it? Is it damn near perfect? Is it a high level of protection? You hear me, dog? Heavy. Are they keeping JJ McCarthy upright? Are they protecting this young rookie to the best of their abilities, dog? You hear me? No cap. But where did it all start? Where did the success start? The run game, boom. The run game, boom. KOC didn't. He wasn't afraid to lean on the fucking run game. What we've been saying all season, bro. You hear me? Damn near. Period. Heavy, homie. Yeah.
Today, maybe in the complete, just all 4 quarters compared to some of the other games?
I just feel like we were able to stack positive plays and, execute in all 3 phases. That's something, that's going to win you a lot of football games, and we just got to continue to strive to do that every single week.
JJ, when you guys win, you get the chance to take the ball first. How much had you talked about that throughout the week of if we get the coin toss, we're going to go out and try to set a message early?
Found out like maybe 10 seconds before the coin toss. No matter what, we don't let that dictate, how we're going to attack each and every play. Every time we get the ball, we're expecting to score. So, it just gives us, the let's go KO, kind of feel to it going into
Yeah. Let's get it.
the game. But, at the end of the day, it's just all about executing.
When you get that chance to go out there that quickly, I guess, how much does that kind of instill confidence in you? Hey, this is a chance to get some momentum, which we haven't done a lot this year early.
It meant a lot because, that was our key pillar to the game was starting fast. And for Coach O'Connell to say, the offense is going to start it off for us, it was tremendous honor. And, I was happy we were able to go and reassure him that we're able to do that. And, the defense, they are just right up there with starting fast, and they had a tremendous game. Obviously, that 4th and 1 stop on the goal line is, what our team's all about, what our defense has been all about all year. So, yeah, it was great.
JJ, for you to stack positive plays, like how validating is it just in terms of the work that you're putting in on a daily basis?
Extremely validating. A lot of things have to come together for that to happen, but obviously the biggest role in that happening is the quarterback. And, just to find a rhythm, find a flow, it was a lot of fun doing that. So.
Is there any particular play or decision you made that still kind of stands out in your mind that you feel pretty good about right now?
There's a lot that is going through my head right now in terms of what I need to do better, what I was, happy with. But at the end of the day, just happy we got the win. And, we're going to critique this like crazy tonight and fix it tomorrow.
Do you think today was a result of having done a lot of work on your mechanics, or is it more not thinking about mechanics and just playing?
In my opinion, I think it was just playing, just going out there. And, the big message of last night's team meeting was, play for that 16-year-old self, that 16-year-old version of yourself. Understand, what got you into this game, what made you fall in love with this game, regardless of the record, regardless of where we are this season. Just go out there, have fun, play fast, play free. And I feel like we all did that today.
Who was putting that message out?
Coach Modkins, he talked to the offense on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday in the unit meeting. And then Coach O'Connell reiterated it last night.
Did you feel like your 16-year-old self?
I did a little bit, yeah, with a lot of wisdom that I picked up, from this year and just, all the learning lessons from them. But, just felt like it was a bunch of guys out there that were having fun. And, yeah, it's good.
Jonathan Grenard said something interesting. He said that you played in such a loose way that you can't win back any of the games that you've lost in terms of having that short memory and then to go out there and do that. When you have a defensive guy kind of notice that change in you, you're not carrying any ghosts of past losses forward. What does that mean?
It means everything. I have so much respect for that guy, especially just
Shout out Vikings news today in the building. Shout out Vikings news today in the building. Heavy. You hear me? Heavy, huh? Let's get it. Yeah. And one thing JG said, shout out JG, shout out Jonathan Grenard, but that tells you how great and how powerful of a mind and how focused in and zoned in and locked in JJ McCarthy is. Correct. Where he is at mentally, right, dog? Heavy, you hear me? No cap. That shows you where he can take it mentally, right? Yeah. Heavy, bruh, for real. You know? That shows you what he can do when he plays free, huh? Yeah. Not overthinking, just going out there playing ball. Boom. Letting it be a fucking playground. Boom. Period, bro. No cap. You hear me? Yeah. No cap. KLC was in his head too much. Could have been. Delton definitely could have been, bro. You hear me? No cap for real. Yeah. Definitely playing free. Definitely playing free. You see the difference when he's playing free. I'm telling you, man. John Elway, but better, with the potential to be better, huh? Yeah. You know?
A tremendous player he is, tremendous leader. The character that he has means the world. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, what happened today. It's about doing it again and consistently growing and staying on the right trajectory of being the best version of ourselves. So, yeah, but it means a lot for sure.
I know you've always been confident, but did you need some early success today to just kind of find that rhythm? I mean, knowing how things had gone in the past few games.
Of course he needed some success, bro. The whole team needed success. Of course, the head coach needed to have some success play calling, period. What he mean? Did you need some success? Hell yeah, bitch. They was 4-8, huh? Yeah. You hear me? Yeah.
I feel like early, late, it doesn't matter when it happens. It's just got to happen. So being able to do it when we wanted to, starting fast, obviously that carries momentum throughout the game, but just focusing on that play, one play at a time, I think was the best thing for me today.
Be reminded that you can play that way?
I guess, yeah, but
or not. I don't know.
Wait, what'd you ask?
Just to be reminded that you like that.
Yeah, it's definitely reassuring. I always knew I had that, and I always knew the potential is there. But I'm looking at it right now. Like, there's so many ways I could get better. I'm so far from where I want to be. So it's just great to get the win and grow in this game. For sure.
JJ, in terms of working through progressions and being as decisive with that as you were today, what do you feel like the difference was there?
Familiarity with the concepts. This was a lot of stuff that we worked on in OTAs and training camp, and it was specialty routes for those specific guys. So I feel like with the offensive line, obviously it all starts with them playing their ass off today. Made everything flow.
JJ, what was it like on the field throughout that 19-play drive, and what was the feeling walking off after scoring a touchdown?
No idea it was 19 plays, but here in 12 minutes, hearing it was one of the longest drives and time of possession for that drive in Vikings history. It's awesome, but we just can't wait to go do it again. And the boys were huffing and puffing, but good thing.
Straight mall session. That's what we've needed. That's what we've been yearning for. Correct. Heavy. Run the ball. Run the fucking ball. Period. No cap. Straight up.
We were conditioned and prepared for that moment.
You finished a lot of runs today by diving forward. I've heard some quarterbacks say it's actually the safer way to finish a run. Is that intentional, or is that just what was there for you at the moment?
It's always been intentional. I picked that up from Coach Harbaugh when I was at Michigan. Just understanding you're not going to lose yards and you're getting to the ground quicker and your head's not as exposed. But you always got to be cautious, whether you're sliding feet first or head first. Those guys are coming to hit you. So there's a time and place for everything. But yeah, for sure.
JJ, Coach talked a lot about getting you.
Definitely would like to see JJ McCarthy take less hits during the games, but that's just him. He plays hard. He plays fast. He's competitive. He's feisty out there, bro. You hear me, dog? No cap. He wants to win so fucking bad. He'll do whatever, dog. Take whatever risk, etc., etc., etc. But at the end of the day, correct, we would much rather see him take less hits and less big shots, period.
We talked to Justin earlier. He said, one of the things is we can't forget that JJ's a young quarterback. He's figuring it out. How important is it for you to be on the field and getting as many reps as possible to just get your footing back underneath you?
extremely important. That's where it's all about. That's how you're going to grow and get better, experiencing the live bullets. And, that's something I learned very early on in my career. The best ability you can have is availability. And that goes back to your question about sliding the right way and when to do that, when to throw the ball away. So, the more reps, the better. And honestly, just the more reps with these guys, the better, because I love playing with them every single snap.
And besides getting W's, like how do you, for you personally, your own growth development, how do you want to close this season out strong? What does a successful JJ season look like for you?
Being disciplined with the football, making the right decisions, winning football games, obviously, but doing all the little things right day in and day out, building those habits that are concrete going into the off season, and continue to go on that trajectory. But all we care about is the next day, the next meeting, the next practice, and we'll be in a good spot by the end of it.
JJ, is there any part of you when it's a veteran offense like this that says it's important to have a game like this just to kind of show the more experienced players around me that I can deliver this and it doesn't have to be something where they have to wait much longer for that to happen?
That wasn't really a thought going in, but feeling it afterwards from the guys, it means a lot. And, it's just something that I feel like should have happened a lot earlier. So, I absolutely love those guys for the grace and patience they've had with me. But, we got to continue to do it again. You're only as successful as your last successful act. And we're going to get to work, tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday, and keep this thing rolling,
JJ.
Love his attitude, man. Love his attitude. You hear me? Heavy. Tell the dude definitely want to win, period.
Kevin highlighted the touchdown to TJ. What did you see on that one?
Read 2, kind of simple as day coverage, understanding that I had Jets on the fade ball if they were playing any sort of man. Got to fit it in there on 4th and 1. It can't be a tip ball or anything like that. Had to move my eyes with Luvu because he's such a great player in reading eyes and very quick and agile. But TJ and I talked about it all week. It's the built-in reps throughout the week that made that play come to life. And he made a tremendous catch and stayed up too, which was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Shout out McCarthy, bro. Heavy. You hear me? No cap. Shout out JJ McCarthy, man. For real. But like I say, the John Elway comparisons is definitely there. I see him as being a better quarterback, more athletic than John Elway. But if you compare arm strength, arm talent, man, JJ McCarthy is right there, and his arm is only going to continue to get more powerful. You hear me? Et cetera, better, all that. Accuracy, all that, man. You hear me? For real. Especially once he learns how to throw from his torso, use his legs, use his hips, etc. Yeah. Definitely got a rocket, bro. Definitely got a rocket, Dalton. No cap. Straight up, bro. Heavy. Definitely got a damn rocket. Yeah. He can throw the ball with the best of them. Period, Yeah. Arm power is crazy. Get to the next segment of the live, bro. What we about 2 hours in? I'm going to speak about the defense and Brian Flores, then the offensive line. Then we're going to check out some team pressers, and that'll be it. That'll be a wrap, man. Y'all got questions, comments, opinions, put them in the chat. Let me know how you feel. Say what you feel, long as it's real. You hear me, huh? Yeah. And we talk about defense, One second, man. And we talk about defense, right? The job that Brian Flores has done with this team, point blank, period, no cap. The levels he has taken this defense to. And you talk about a shutout, you hear me? I don't care who you're playing, my boy. I don't care who you are playing. When a defense pitches a fucking shutout, that's saying something. That's a certain level of respect that they get or should get. No cap, dog. You hear me? No cap. Straight up. A certain level of a certain salute they should get, man, huh? Heavy, man. Holding an NFL team to 0 points. And I know. Oh, yeah. If this was just a one-time performance and they didn't do this on a regular, but guess what? This defense has been elite damn near all year. Subtract a couple games, but they've been elite all year. And they continue to progress every game. I know I say it a lot, but you can't take away the performance they had versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks offense, what? Didn't even really score. Maybe some garbage points, though, but it was nothing. They had Sam Darnold rattle. They shut out their best receiver. Some say one of the best receivers in the game. Held him to what? 2-3 catches, 20-something yards. That's all Flores, right? And that's all his damn personnel, bro. You hear me? No cap. Heavy. Bottom line, you hear me? Yeah. For real, though, man. Yeah. So the job that the defense has done, I don't believe they have gotten enough credit anyway. The way they have kept this offense in games, yeah. The number of games they have won for this offense, not just for this offense, but for even this year and last year, homie, you hear me? Yeah. And you see what type of defense it really is when they're healthy. When Van Ginkel is out there, he's a true monster. You cannot compare anyone to Van Ginkel for real with his playmaking abilities. He had another one versus the Commanders, right? Shut him down. He is crazy with his bubble screen defense, the way he reacts, reads the ball where it's going to go, his football IQ at that position, dog. Certain positions, certain players just have a certain level of a high level of football IQ. You hear me, dog? No cap. Yeah. And Van Ginkel has that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's totally different with him on the field. Yeah. Huh? And I know how they talk about Hargrave and Allen, talking about they haven't been producing at a high level. Well, huh? I think you may think they haven't been producing because the offense hasn't been helping them out. But as far as doing their job, yeah, you want to see them get more pressure on the quarterback at times. But as far as doing their good job, especially the last 3-4 weeks, I would have to say Hargrave and Allen have been doing their job for the most part. Boom. Yeah. There's no way to deny that. But this defense has been elite the whole season. It just sucks that the offense decided to catch up now. Oh, man. Defense wins games. Defense still wins championships, period. I don't care what nobody talking about, huh? You hear me? Yeah. And this defense is definitely championship caliber, period. And it seems like Brian Flores continues to get better and better. And everybody going to say, oh, the Commanders was trash, this and that. Boom. But even in the red zone, when they got to the red zone, and the Commanders are one of the best teams in the red zone this year, correct? Yeah. The defense pitching 4 and outs, holding them 4th and goal. Boom. Yeah. You cannot give enough credit to this defense with how they perform the whole damn season, bro. Point blank, period. No cap. You hear me? Heavy, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Put some respect on this defense name. Yeah. And Brian Flores still doesn't have the personnel he wants. But he has some strategic way to elevating players' roles in their game and putting them in the best position to win. Now, is he perfect? No. Can he improve? Hell yeah. Yeah. But bottom line is that the defense is full of dogs. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah. The defense is full of dogs, bro. Heavy, no cap. Yeah. Come on, bro. The offense has not been helping this defense out at all. Huh? This is probably the first time that we really seen complimentary football for a whole 4 quarters from the defense and offense. And you saw what could happen, what type of team this could be. Period, my boy. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Huh? You cannot give enough kudos to this defense, bro. For real. Man. Woo. Yeah. As a team, Washington was 11 of 24, 108 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Come on, man. Huh? Huh? Come on, dope. Huh? One more again, man. Come on. Crazy work, man. For real. Washington should have beat Denver 11-2 last week in OT. Yeah, everybody want to just push off Washington like Washington it was just a sorry suck ass team. Didn't they just bang with an 11-2 team? You hear me? Period, dog. The best in the NFC. Some may, I mean, the best team in the AFC. Some may say. You hear me, dog? Period. No cap. But when the Vikings beat them, dominate them, put up 31 on them, and everybody ain't just putting up 31 on the Commanders or no NFL team at that. And everybody definitely ain't shutting no team out, dog. You hear me? No cap. Like you say, Delton, they went into overtime and should have beat the fucking Broncos. And you think the Broncos held them to 0? Hell to the no. You hear me? No cap. Matter of fact, let's go and compare all the teams the Commanders have played, right? And compare them and peep game on what the score was when they played the Commanders versus when the Vikings played the Commanders, right? Right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's damn near unheard of, especially in the NFL today, to hold the offense to 0 points when this is an offensively driven league. You hear me? No cap. That's all I'm saying, bro. Put some respect on his defense, Brian Flores, and his personnel. Even lacking personnel in certain areas. That's all I'm saying, dog. You hear me, dog? No cap. Point blank, period, dog. Yeah. Bitch, yeah, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Come on, man. Washington scored 26 points against the 4th-ranked defense in the NFL last week. Come on, man. You hear me? Yeah. I don't give a damn what the record is, right? At all. Fuck a record. I don't care 5-8 playoffs or not. Boom. This is one of the best defenses in the NFL, if not the best defense in the NFL. Period. You talking about a defense who been on the field a whole year, huh? How can you make a fair assessment of a defense and call them sloppy and say the free agents ain't working and pan it out when your defense been on the field damn near the whole fucking year? You hear me, dog? No cap, huh? Yeah. You hear me? You know? Once again, how can you compare your defense and your free agents when they've been on the field tired damn near the whole year, bruh? Period. Boom. Yeah. They've been playing their ass off, carrying this whole damn team. Real shit. We got a punk ass, Swiss cheese head ass Packers fan in the building. Get him up out of here heavy, quickly, and swiftly, huh? Yeah. The best defense. Shout out Dell in the building. Shout out Dell Maker Matcher in the building, huh? Heavy. Yeah. He says the best defense. No cap. You know? Yeah. Especially when the blitz is getting there. Now we've seen the defense struggle to apply pressure, with the down man lineman, etc. Now we've seen them struggle against the run, but let's really think about it and break it down and be fair, right? Yeah, really be fair, huh? Yeah. The times, the games they've really struggled is when they've been on the field the whole damn game. You hear me, huh? No cap. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like I always say, what the hell do you want or expect from your damn defense? Who's been on the field the whole season? You hear me? Yeah. It comes to a certain point in time, right? When it's not fair, no longer fair. Uh-huh. They'll say Brian Flores for president. Yeah, man, let's get it, man. Yeah. Mhm. Stop the cap, Packers fan in Milwaukee. Stop the damn cap. But yeah, bro, shout out to the defense. Shout out to Brian Flores and his whole squad. Keep playing raw, keep playing real, keep being great, bro, for real. And just see how everything turns out. See how the cookies crumble at the end of the day, at the end of the year. Heavy, huh? Yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the O-line. Shout out. Yeah, respect to the offensive line. Surprised that I'm saying this, but the way they perform, the way they played, homie, you hear me? Huh? Yeah. The way they performed on Sunday versus the Commanders, the way they moved bodies, the way they got the run game going, they rushed for 162 yards. I repeat, they rushed for 162 yards. Big kudos, major props, and respect to the damn O-line, bruh. For real. Cannot take away the performance they had. And yes, they can continue to grow and get better. But at the end of the day, I was very satiated with their performance, bruh, on a high level. That's why you went and signed certain guys, signed to Ryan Kelly, right? Signed to Will Fries. You hear me, dog? Heavy, no cap. You know? You drafted Donovan Jackson, etc. You see him coming into his own finally. If Darisaw can really stay healthy, Brian O'Neill, etc. Boom. They showed you the potential they had when they're hitting on all cylinders. Boom. You know, they can run against any defense in the league. I stand on that 10 toes down, bro. You hear me? Period, dog. No cap. And once again, everybody gonna say, all right, calm down. It was the Commanders. And I get it, you know. But at the end of the day, it was a step in the right direction. And they rushed for 162 yards. And I got to keep reiterating it. You see what happens when you run the ball and the run game is there. It opens up everything else. You hear me? No cap, dog, for real, period. It opens up every damn thing, damn near. Uh-huh. Yeah. Longer runs, longer passes, touchdowns, better quarterback play, period, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's on KOC to continue to scheme it up. But I no longer want to hear about, oh, they don't have the personnel to run the ball. Yeah. Oh, they should pass the ball more. Oh, they can't be tough up front. I don't want to hear none of that noise, dog. Period. And they're going to have a major test versus Dallas, and we're going to see who they really are. Can they finally be consistent? Was that their turning point? That is the big major question. Can they be a consistent team all the way around, defensively and offensively, but especially offensively up front in the interior, huh? Yeah, bro. You hear me? No cap. For real. Nah, for real. I want to see if they really bowed it, fool. Is you bowed it, fool? Yeah. We're going to see going up against Dallas Sunday night, prime time. We've seen this before from the Vikings. Matter of fact, the whole year. Inconsistency. One game you play well, boom, you hear me? Heavy. You go beat Detroit. You come back, you look sloppy, dog. No cap. You hear me, dog? For real. Yeah, dog. No cap, huh? Yeah, dog. Yeah. Can they be consistent and have consistent high-level NFL play? Yeah. You know? Yeah. But I'm so tired of the inconsistency from this team, man, from this squad. And once again, it starts with KOC. You know, he is the facilitator, period. Boom. You know, he makes the calls. He makes the play calls. He don't want to give it up. All right, bet. Can he show and prove that he can adapt? He did it for 1 week. He did it for one game. Now, the question is, can he continue to keep it going? And can his players execute the offense and the program? But what I seen from this offense, the mauling they were doing, the show they put on, like I say, like we know they had a 19 play drive for how long? 12 damn minutes, bro, breaking records and shit. And you telling me if they come up and show up consistently and be zoned in and locked in physically, mentally, and spiritually, they can't put on that kind of performance week in, week out? You shitting me? I say kill that noise, homie. For real, huh? Yeah. Yeah, man. Ain't no reason why they can't come out there and play like that every week. Yeah. You know? And like I say, this may have been the turning point. I hope it was. I really do hope it was. Yeah. But shout out to the O-line, bro. I like the physicality I'm seeing. Uh-huh. I like the domination I saw. Uh-huh. Yeah. But can you do it versus a real good team with a real good front? Who's physical, who gonna come at you right, etc. Period, man. Bottom line, yeah. We gonna see, man. We shall see. Yeah, bro. You hear me? Yeah. Y'all will never get Jets, my boy. The Jettas will never go to the Packers, my boy. Stop the cap, my boy. You hear me, dog? No cap. Fuck the Packers, homie. You hear me, huh? Yeah. You Swiss cheese head. You Swiss cheese head punk chump. You jive turkey punk chump, man. You a smooth criminal, man. You a smooth ass criminal, man. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Talking about give us Jets. You ain't getting shit, nigga, huh? Give me your girl. Give me your bitch. Give me your mama. Give me your abuela. Mwah, mwah. You know? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Huh? You hear me, dog? No cap. Is Dallas that team? Hey, Dallas definitely a test, Dal. Oh, Dallas is definitely a different test than the Commanders were. Dallas definitely a better team than the Commanders were, period, dog. And at the end of the day, dog, Dallas is still fighting in the playoff race, playoff hunt, whatever you want to call it. They're a 500 team. Yeah, they're coming off a loss, but so what? This is a home game for them in Dallas. They still chasing momentum, chasing a playoff bid. You think they ain't gonna bring a game? This is the same Dallas team who what? Beat the Eagles, huh? You hear me? No cap. What other good wins have they had, period, bro? No cap. So Dallas ain't no slouch. You hear me? Dallas is a good, legitimate team, point blank, period. Yeah, dog, for real. This will be a major test, a major battle. Yeah, especially for the offense and McCarthy. You know? Yeah. KOC, O-line, etc. Can they do it again? Heavy. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Period, man. For real. Uh-huh. You know, shout out Packers fan in Milwaukee, man, for keeping it real, huh? For keeping it real. Yeah. Yeah, one more again, bitch. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. He said, you funny, brother. Earn my sub. Respect. Much respect, big dog. Much appreciated, big dog. No cap, for real. Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams, they're DTs. Definitely talented, bro. Definitely talented, bro. You hear me? No cap, period, for real. You representing your squad. Love that. Much appreciated, man. I love it too. I love it too. My brothers, you hear me, dog? No cap. Yeah, bitch, yeah, huh? You hear me? Yeah. Whoa, let's go, man. Any more questions, comments, opinions, huh? Put them in the chat. I answer them later. Finna get ready to wrap this live up. But before that, like I said, at the end of the live, the last segment, we're gonna get into some of these pressers from the players, etc. You know, boom. Matter of fact, I think I want to do KOC's most recent presser as well. The one from today. Let's see what's up, man. Come on. How long is it?
This Black Friday gift cleans your retainer at the touch of a button. No more brushing or tablets. Over 4 years ago,
Shut your
a
ass.
team of engineers knew.
All right, guys. Good afternoon.
16
really proud of our
minutes.
team yesterday.
Now this is KOC's presser from today. I repeat, KOC's presser from today. Matter of fact, I want to wait on this because I want to hear this one. I'm gonna go to the players.
Obviously,
Real
great to get the win here at US Bank Stadium today. Great.
Second. Give me one damn second, man. You hear me? No cap. And since I've already seen the players talk and the player personnel interviews and pressers, I'm gonna let y'all watch that while I go do something, correct? Because I want to see this new KOC presser. So boom. Let's do let's see. Let's do Jettas right quick. Fuck it.
Coming out and pretty much just swinging and just everything is happening right for us. JJ going through his reads and making the right reads.
And before I let it play, I'm just gonna let it play. Like I say, I've already seen it, huh? Yeah. but the fact, Justin Jefferson never becomes a diva. All he wants to do is win. He doesn't pout. He lets it be known. Hit the main thing on his mind. What he wants to do the most, period, is win. Is fucking win. His ultimate goal is the Super Bowl, and he would do whatever it takes for his team to win, period. You got to respect that for him, right? He could be pouting. He could be like, oh, man, I want the ball more. And I'm sure he does, and that will come naturally. But at the end of the day, bro, he's still shining because guess what? The Vikings can use him as a decoy, have to use him as a decoy damn near because guess what? No cap. Teams continue to double him, bracket him, etc. Dog, you hear me? No cap for real, nigga. They know what's up. They don't want to guard him one-on-one for real. That's why you see him getting double teams, all that. Boom. Yeah, but long as he keep staying focused, yeah, putting the work in, grinding, his opportunities will come. His touchdowns will come. Period, homie. Yeah. But the way to see the way he keeps up his positive energy, huh? Yeah. Keeps a good demeanor, right? Yeah. Happy about the win, not crying, complaining that he's not getting as many touches as I'm sure he wants. But he knows it's a bigger factor, a bigger purpose, and that's to what? Win. So you can never question Jetta's leadership, his role, his captain on his team, him stepping up. Taking a bigger role in leadership, right? Being more vocal. Not only that, being more vocal as far as the physical example, being an example on the field, correct? Heavy, dog. No cap. You hear me? Straight up. Even off the field, never see him getting in no damn drama, doing no dumb shit, right, dog? You hear me? No cap. Yeah. Being smart, taking care of it, taking care of himself. Not being a problem outside nor inside the locker room, huh? Yeah. So shout out Jettas, bro, for real.
Just getting the ball, in and out of his hands and just letting us, go work, the rest for him. So it was just a great team effort, defense.
Big facts, Dalton. Big facts, Dalton. Period, dog. What do I say? It ain't over till it's over. You go back 2 weeks ago. What did I say? I said the Vikings will make the playoffs. Now, will they? You hear me? We will see. But it's still a chance, baby. Period. No cap. It is still a fucking chance. Let's go, bro. Period.
Played very, very well. Offense played good. Special teams played good. So it was an all-around team win.
Can you enjoy yourself when you're not getting the ball a lot?
Oh, of course. I mean, when you win.
Boogie in the building. Boogie in the building. Let's get it, bro. What's up? SKOL VIKES. Yeah. DOD black in the building. DOD to black in the building. SKOL Vikings. SKOL Vikings, bro. No cap, bro. You hear me? No cap. Yeah.
I'd rather win and not get the ball than lose and not get the ball. So as long as we win in and this team coming in here with a happy smile on their face and we have that confidence to continue on and continue to next week and to better ourselves and to make sure that we continue this feeling. That's the main objective.
What was the difference in JJ, did you think?
That's a great question. That's a question for him to answer. I just think that he was just quiet mind.
He's all about winning, Delt. He's all about winning. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Yeah. No cap, bro. For real.
Poised, focused, not really overly hyped, about the game. Not too, too mellow. I feel like he was just perfect, cool, calm, and collected the whole entire game, and he led us to this victory for sure.
Justin, your shot in the end zone, could you feel the crowd kind of with you? It's almost like they wanted you to will that in there.
Yeah, I feel like the whole stadium seen me wide open on that play. But, it's definitely, one of those plays that I wish, will come to me on that one. But, it happens sometimes, and that's part of the game. As long as you win, that's what I really care about.
Third down efficiency, so great for you guys today. 2 for 2, even a fourth. What was the difference?
Execution. Us just executing our plays and just going out there and doing what we normally do. It's just all about the preparation that we have the whole entire week into leading into this game.
Never ever. You hear me, dog? No cap. Straight up, nigga. Yeah, bitch, yeah.
And then just JJ just being quiet-minded and going out there and just being himself. Not really, the expectations, not really, thinking about that, not really thinking about making the perfect throw or the perfect play. Him just, downing it up and making those quick throws and allowing us to move the ball downfield.
Justin, I know.
Let's calm it down, Boogie. Let's calm it down, Boogie. Let's really wait to decide whether or not JJ is not it. You hear me, dog? No cap. The last performance shows you that JJ definitely could and will be and is it. You can't give up on the guy, you hear me, who's a rookie because the head coach is not putting him in the best position to win. You hear me, dog? No cap. Period, bro. For real, you hear me? Yeah. You hear me, dog? Let's not be chumps about it. You hear me, dog? Not punks, bro. No cap. You hear me? JJ McCarthy has a lot of growing to do. But he has definitely had flashes showing that he can be that guy. Period. That guy. Walter Rouse coming for what? Walter Rouse coming for what, Delt? Is there an injury I need to know about? Has someone went down? You hear me, dog? No cap. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Did Brian O'Neill get hurt or something? Hey, let me know, huh? Let me know. Let me know the 411. Let me know the damn scoop. You hear me? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Oh, never give up, Boogie. Never give up, Bougie. You hear me, dog? No cap, bro. You hear me? Yeah.
Receivers are always going to like to have the ball, but what did it feel like out there today with the run and the pass kind of working so well together?
Great, exciting. To really see the amount of plays that we're stacking up and the yardage that we were getting. That those things all matter, especially 130 yards on the run game. It helps a lot. With the pass game being able to really open it up and allowing them to jump the run for the play action and us going on top. So it was just a great overall win. And to feel like this is something that we can get used to.
Justin, is there part of you that's just like happy for JJ considering all he's been through, obviously, this year with the ups and downs of it?
Of course. He deserves this type of game. Just the hard work that he's been putting in and just the criticism, all of the stuff that's been going on. He's a young quarterback. I don't think people really understand that. They forget, he didn't really play last year.
Facts, man. All the criticism, the hate, etc., man. Everybody forget he a rookie. He a fucking rookie. Everybody forget he was hurt last year, facing injury this year. Don't nobody want to be real, though. Everybody want to talk right. Everybody want to cap. Don't nobody want to put no respect on McCarthy's name. You know what I mean? Understand his true grit and determination. The fact he never fold, he never give in, etc., etc., etc. But don't nobody want to get a man respect. But it's all right, though. All right, cool. Boom. Guess what? JJ McCarthy, go take respect, bro. You hear me? Period. No cap. Go take respect.
So this is really his first year really playing and being with this team. So there's going to be times where there's going to be adversity and things might not look, the greatest. But him just, keeping on that road and bouncing back today, it was definitely a great game for him.
Justin, I know you guys obviously won. That's all that matters. But his 16-yard run, you were running wide open. What went through your mind at that point?
Yeah, I just wanted the ball at that point. We kind of drew up that play on the sideline and, just went out there and ran it. And it was a great play call. Everything happened very, very well. It just didn't come.
Shout out Rosario in the building. Shout out Rosario in the building. You hear me, heavy dog? Yeah. Yo, how's it going? Hope you're good. Hope you're doing well. All is good, Rosario. You hear me, dog? No cap, right? All is good. I hope all is well. I hope all is good with you too. You hear me? Heavy, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, man, bitch. Yeah.
To me on that one. So it is what it is, and that's not really something that I'm affected by or really overly thinking of. Just like you said, as long as we get the win, that's all that matters.
Justin, I know you mentioned complimentary football. What was it like to see Harrison get his 38th career
I
interception
ain't surprised. I really ain't surprised.
Shout out Hitman. Shout out Harrison Smith. No, I still don't think he's as much of a benefit in playing pass coverage, but he flashed last game. Now up against the line of scrimmage, him coming on blitzes, him being up close and personal with the line. He still can play and contribute at a high level, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to nut ride. No disrespect intended, but we know, you know as well as I know, Harrison Smith has lost a step or two. Period, homie. Heavy for real. Yeah, bitch, yeah. You hear me? No disrespect, no cap, though, for real. Yeah, for real, bro. Heavy, yeah. You hear me? Yeah. Harrison Smith has definitely lost a step or two. Yeah, man. No way around it. No sugarcoating it. Period. It is what it fucking is. You hear me? Heavy. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. No, I don't care. You know? But shout out Harrison Smith and respect. The only real Viking who proved his loyalty as a man, not only that, but to the Vikings. You see Adam Thielen, bitch ass, come and go. When things don't go his way, he right up out of there. Harrison Smith, huh? Yeah. You know, he could have did the same thing this year. Oh, man, I want to go. I want to leave. I don't trust the Vikings. I don't like which way the direction the season is going in. You hear me, dog? No cap. Kevin O'Connell, crazy. They know Adam Thielen is a fucking phony. You hear me, dog? No cap. But they got to be politically correct. They can't sit there and bash the man and say he's a phony and say he ain't really got no brotherhood with his team. But so what? Who cares? But once again, shout out Harrison Smith, Hitman, a true veteran of the game. You wish the Vikings would have had a better season just for him alone. You know? Yeah, especially this probably being his last season. Oh, man. But shout out respect, Hitman, for real.
He's always around the ball, always, affecting the game in some type of way. He's a vet. That's the thing that I love about Harry. He's not really going to overly talk about that play, but it was definitely a big play for us to carry on that momentum and, of course, us to get that ball in that close field.
Justin, you're talking about carrying the momentum. How does the team, how does JJ, how do you guys keep carrying the momentum moving forward?
This is definitely a confidence booster. Just him going out there and playing the way he played.
Sometimes it has to happen quicker than you may like, Bougie. You hear me, dog? Sometimes it has to happen quicker than you may like. For real.
I kind of told him on the sideline, it's easy, isn't it? Once you go through your reads, you do everything right. The O-line did a fantastic job of securing him and protecting him. So it's just all about just going out there and doing what we do best, which is going out there and making plays. But as long as, JJ have his mind on right, he's not overly excited about the game.
Mm-hmm. Some of these player shits. Do this one first, then go to hit.
Extra point made. 20 years. That's not one, but 2 decades of donations. Allstate's Good Hands Nets program has donated.
He's got a journey ahead of him. He's got a long career ahead of him, and it's just another step forward, and hopefully it builds a lot of confidence for him.
Justin was talking about how he's playing with a quiet mind, but does that come from what you guys did this week, or more so playing with the lead that can really get a quarterback kind of into a quiet mind groove?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both, you know. I mean, I think we were able to do some things and put some things, you know, the coaches came up with a really good game plan. And, you know, we were in a lot of different personnel, as you could tell earlier. We were in 22, 13, 11, you know, we were in all these different personnel, 21, and just keeping the defense guessing, you know, putting us in an advantage spot. And he was able to play in the rhythm and timing. So, I think it definitely comes down to both, but you know we'll stack another one on this one and keep it rolling.
Yeah, Brendan, go ahead. You guys are also really good on third downs for a while there. You're 5 of 5, you had 2 and 2 on fourth downs. What was the difference when it came to those late downs for you guys?
We were just able to move sticks. You know, I mean, I think you know they were playing.
About time Hockenson step up. Man been soft all year, overpaid. About time he step up and do his job and do it well, right? I mean, what, he want a cookie? He's supposed to catch the ball. He's supposed to block. You hear me, dog? Heavy, no cap, period. You know, everybody want to crown a man like, oh, he had a nice catch. He had a great game, whatever. I don't care, bruh. Hockenson got a lot more to do, in my opinion, if you ask me, right? Yeah, bitch, yeah. You know? Yeah. So hopefully this is a turning point for him. Getting paid $17 million a year, top 5 tight end money in the motherfucking land, and you telling me, bro, he ain't putting up big numbers, huh? He dropping balls, huh? Shout out to him for having a much better game, but at the end of the day, we need more from him as well, nigga. Yeah.
Some off coverage and you know, letting us kind of get in our routes a little bit. And, you know, I mean, that happens a lot of the time, or they're bringing pressure or whatever it is. But we were able to hold up today. The O-line played really well. And, you know, we were able to get the ball out in the rhythm and timing of the offense. So it was again, it was fun.
I think it's been a long time coming. I think the thing that comes with turnovers, they come in bunches, and when you play hard, good things happen. So I think you saw that today.
Sorry, but what happened on that 12th man on the field penalty?
I think there's just a little confusion. I went down for a play or two, and then the guy who came to take my spot, didn't know that I was backup. So when I ran out there was a little bit of confusion. I mean, you can put that on me. You got to be more tied in as a unit, as a D-line, but, you know, thank God Gink made a great play later down the line to, you know, make up for that.
Yeah, I mean, how special was that Gink play?
That was incredible. I mean, I think we've seen him do that a lot of times, so none of us are really surprised when you see it happen anymore.
Terry was also talking about Javon's play, that for a big guy to have that wherewithal on the sideline, keep all your limbs inbounds, and then to recover the ball too. Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, I think it's impressive. I mean, I think there's a reason why he's been in the league for 10 years, and I mean, that play just showed it.
It's been a tough season for the team, but does this win mean anything to you extra just coming against Washington?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said it didn't. For me, I think it's more important that we put a complete game together. I think that's something that we haven't been able to do this year that much. So for us to do it, especially against them, was special today.
What do you like most about what Gink brings to the table? He's kind of a unique kind of guy out there.
Yeah, I think he's a complete player, man. He can definitely rush the passer and get sacked, but he can also make huge plays in the passing game and cover. So I think he's that unicorn that really can do both.
Offense didn't turn the ball over. Defense, we took the ball away. That's one thing we couldn't do last week. We can get as many stops as we want, but we need to take the ball away, and that's where for us to get good opportunities and give us that spark. And I think it helped out today. Special teams did their thing. Everybody played complimentary football, and that was the result. So that's what it should look like in a clean form fashion. Everybody doing their job.
I mean, did you feel like at halftime? I mean, the turnovers were coming in the second half.
Yeah, no, we definitely knew it was coming eventually. But just did our game, man. Same game plan every week. Don't switch our stuff up. We're just going to continue to do our jobs and do what we do better every week.
We all know Gink has nose for the ball,
Yeah.
but to keep doing it
Yeah,
again
that was
and
good
again,
for him.
right?
Yeah, he was beating himself up. He had a couple opportunities like other games as well. He's been beating himself up like crazy. But we said he's gonna come, man. We know eventually they're gonna throw one to us. And he got one, man. And that's just big. I know that's good for him mentally, good for our team, everything just to make us feel better because understanding these things actually can happen.
Jonathan Allen was calling him a unicorn just in the way he plays.
Yeah. I mean, because you never know. He's a dropper, rusher, run stopper. He does all of these things, and he has this knack for knowing they're about to throw that screen. It's pretty obvious when they're about to throw it. He's got it down to the T because, I mean, we can know it's coming, but to get a pick off of it is crazy, man. And I thought he was going to house it, but we got to work on his top end speed.
What do you think about the pressure that was applied to not just Daniels, but Mariota forcing some mistakes from him?
Yeah, man, we just, like I said, bro, we didn't switch anything up on us. We're just going to send that heat. Obviously, Flo going to dial it up. So whatever he called them, the pressure's going to get there and obviously get those guys rattled. And it's crazy. We got a safety coming off the edge that you got to speed things up. Obviously, with Hitman back there, and then obviously he can drop back and get a pick too. So just moving him around a lot, man. This is a whole defense, and I think that's the thing. He's done really, really well. And obviously, we had the big splash plays today, and that's where it all came together.
One of them's they're teasing Harry calling him the Unk.
Yeah.
Good for him to get in.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because they call me Unc, and I can only imagine what they call him. So him being older, these young guys, they keep knocking the age down for calling people Unc every year. I'm 28, so I feel like I'm still big bruh or none of that Unc stuff. But he can definitely have that Unc term for sure.
Supportive of JJ McCarthy all year. What did you think of his performance today?
Yeah, just play ball, man. He didn't flinch. He went out there and just play ball. Didn't really go out there with an expectation to try to overcome and win all those other games back. We're about this game right here, and that's just kind of he stayed even killed with it. Did his job. That's all ultimately he did. He just did his job, man. And I think everybody did their job today, and that's just what you do that thing, man. You put yourself in the best situation to win, and we just took care of business.
First time since 1992, shut out one week and then doing the shutting out the next week.
Oh man, it's crazy, man. That's the National Football League. Literally definition of it. But shout out to the guys for being able to bounce back and to get that taste out of my mouth. With this shutout, it was great. Last time I had a shutout was 3-0. So this one felt a little bit better, it being 31-0. So yeah, shout out to the team for playing complimentary football.
Yeah, I mean, you vividly remember that game in Vegas a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Not many people probably remember that one.
Not a lot of people do, but I do. We played a great game defensively, so it was good.
Did you feel like here at halftime that the turnovers were going to come the way you were playing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you go up 2 scores and you play sound defense the way we're doing it. It's just a matter of time before the ball starts to bounce our way.
How did it feel to finally get those turnovers?
Oh yeah, it felt great. It's something we stress and something we talk about day in and day out. One of our top football philosophies. So for us to be able to finally break through and get them, and they come in bunches, and for us to capitalize on those opportunities, it was great. Just because we've been working really, really hard at it past however many weeks, man. And for us to finally break through, especially at home, to get the fans something to cheer for and something to look forward to. So yeah, it was great. It was great fun.
That was a lot of fun. Obviously, when you can play complimentary football, offense starting off right away with a touchdown, and that's one thing that we've been preaching on is starting fast, getting the lead, and then we can play our style of football, and we saw that from all phases today, so it was exciting.
Can you take us through your interception? What you saw?
It's just one of those things where I had a feel that they were going to run that.
Hold on, man. Andre Sutton, who you speaking on? Andre Sutton, who are you speaking of, man? Let me know. He said, I don't want to hear his mouth. He need to shut up and play some football. Expound, Andre. You hear me, dog? Yeah. He said cap. Bougie cap. Who you saying cap to, bro? Oh, man, they go ahead in the comments, bro, for real. Bougie say cap. Cap about what, man? What's going down? Hope they did an interview, Rose. Y'all wilding in the chat, bro. You hear me? No cap, huh? Heavy.
Play and
they gotta respect Gink, though. Gotta always put some respect on Gink name, dog. You hear me? Man, Gink a different animal. He a different breed. Whoa, man. Yeah.
I was able to jump in front of it and get the ball tipped up in the air so I'll make a play on it.
Jonathan Allen was calling you a unicorn, that you can do so many things, and you kind of inspired the defense when you do that. Just instinctually in how you see things. Is it slow motion for you, or how is it? How do you see that?
I think it just comes with instincts and having a knack for, the game. Kind of with our scheme and how Flores likes to call it. We get certain types of plays and certain type of looks. So it allows me to play fast within the scheme and anticipate plays. And Flo's always allowing me to do that, But yeah, Jonathan Allen, props to him. Great player. And that's special for him to call me that.
Is it surprising sometimes that they still try it, knowing that you put that on film so many times?
To a certain degree, but we're, with how much we blitz and how much we put pressure on the quarterback and offensive coordinators, they have to do something to get the ball out quick. And, if they don't, the ball, they're going to get sacked. Like it's just kind of what it is. And, I feel like I have a good understanding of when those plays come and when there's an opportunity to make a play like that.
How good was that play by Hargrave? You were right there.
It was special. Just, an effort play. Obviously when you run to the ball, good things happen. And, just to see him.
I mean, you talk about high level football from Van Ginkel, understanding, knowing when a team has the propensity to try a bubble screen or a play similar to that, correct? And him having the football IQ and understanding to pick the ball off, put his body in front of it, right? Position himself in a certain way where he can get the tip, deflect the ball, and make the reception. Come on, bro. His football IQ definitely has the physical attributes, right? Heavy, yeah, no doubt. But at the end of the day, he knows the game. He's smart, It's very important to have smart players, huh? Yeah. You hear me, huh? Yeah, bro. For real. And Van Ginkel is very smart when it comes to reading plays, right? Play recognition, etc. He can really do it all. Yeah, the physical talent is definitely there. Ball hawking abilities, very rare at his position. But at the end of the day, his mental capacity, right? His football mind, yeah. Probably going to be a great coach one day. You hear me, dog? No cap. But him understanding what play is potentially coming, oh, man, you can't coach that for real. Either somebody has it or they don't, period. Holden in the building, bro. Shout out Holden in the building. You hear me? Let's go, Andre. Let's go, Andre, homie. Yeah. You hear me? Huh? Yeah.
Make a play like that, an impact play is awesome. And, he's one of my favorite teammates, so give him props for that.
Did you get a hand on
Normally Harrison uses his organization and was it due to like sideline he gets
It's special. He's a legend. He's one of the Vikings greats, and you can just see all of us feed off that. It's a special moment, and to be a teammate with him is, I don't take that for granted. I've learned a lot from him, and it's special. He's a heck of a player, and I can't even put it in words.
Especially after all this time, he says he's still having fun with it. Did the little hitman sign. I mean, he's still like a little kid out there in many ways, right?
Yeah. And KO, that's something that he was emphasizing is, the record may not be where you want it to be, but it's still, a fun game. You get to go out there and just where would you, your 16-year-old self, like you would dream to be in this situation. So that was kind of his, point to get across, to go out there and play hard and to have fun doing it.
What do you think that really turned the tide? You guys get the goal line stop there on their first drive, and then your offense comes back and has a 12-minute drive to score. You think that kind of sucked life out of the other sideline there? Or?
Yeah, that's going back to complementary football. When you can stop them on the goal line stand like that, that's huge as a team and as a defense. That's difference in 7 points. Even if they kick the field goal, that's 4-point swing. So. And then just to see the offense, I'm so proud of JJ and what he's been able to overcome, and for him to go out there and play well like that, it's exciting to see.
I was joking around. They asked to tease you that you got to run it to the house next time. Do you see that in your dreams? Are you hard on yourself on that kind of stuff?
Yes, I'm always trying to figure out a way. I was looking up at the scoreboard trying to figure out how close he was, and I was hoping I could sway a little bit just to get him off balance, or allow someone to come in and block him, but. Yeah, you always think of ways that you can, find a way, whether, I should have probably stiff-armed him, All
right, since everybody talking about Hitman, we're going to finish the live up, checking out what Hitman had to say, dog. You hear me? No cap. Let's get it.
You see a big guy like Javon Hargrave not only like have a nose for the ball, force the fumble, jump on it. What can you say about it?
Yeah. And once again, bro, shout out Harrison Hitman Smith, period. When I talk about him having lost a step, etc., not being the same player, of course, dog. But at the end of the day, it's all about respect. You hear me? No cap. Yeah, for real, yo. Yeah. So it's always respect. Never get it misconstrued. Never get it twisted, man. Never no ill intent towards Hitman, huh? Yeah, homie, for real. Respect Hitman. Respect his true loyalty. Respect his realness, you know? Yeah, his love to be a Viking, his want to be a Viking. Yeah, the brotherhood really meaning something to him, huh? Correct? Hell yeah. Every player can't say that. A lot of players have faked the funk, huh? Yeah, bitch, yeah. Yeah, a lot of players have came through and faked the funk. You know, acting like, oh, they love the Vikings. It's a real brotherhood. It's real love, etc., etc., etc. We just seen it with that sucker, Adam Thielen. I repeat, we just seen it with that sucker, huh? Adam Thielen. We seen exactly who Adam Thielen is, bottom line. Same with him, same with Kirk Heavy. Even Dalvin Cook, respectful, but we seen it with him too. So point blank period is bottom line is respect always, shout out always, man, to Hitman Harrison Smith, a Vikings legend, a Ring of Honor, Wall of Honor guy, future Hall of Famer. At the end of the day, you can't take none of that away. You hear me? And he's still playing and contributing at a high level. What is this, year 16? Year 16? And you telling me he's still flying around, getting picks, being a leader, heavy, still understanding the game of football, being able to run out there around yonder, dog, no cap, and put the work in and still play at a high level? Now, his coverage skills are suspect, you know? Heavy, bro. Yeah. He did have a pick versus the Commanders, but can they keep it going? Period. But it's clear to see, evident to see that he has lost a step or two, but he makes up for it, huh? Right? In other ways. Yeah. So much love to the boy, my brother. You hear me? Yeah.
That was another, like, the hustle, number one, and then the athleticism from a big guy to recover near the sideline without getting out of bounds with a limb. Really athletic play, really just a good football play.
I think that does when you guys get to go and stop there at three, at the one, and then your offense comes back and have a 19 play drive.
That kind of, when you look back on the game, score looks one way, but you go to that series of us getting that stop there, and then after giving up too much on the drive, and then us going down and scoring, like, that's a big deal. It takes a lot of time off the clock, possession in our favor, and it can be deflating. So,
you know, Hitman always been just been a cool, laid back dude, right? You hear me, dog? No cap. Never been the type to talk too much. At least that's what we see from the outside in. I mean, shit, he could be a talkative player, etc. But you know, you pretty much peep his energy. He just calm, laid back, quiet, and let his play speak for him on the field, correct? Yeah. But you can tell, man, he been playing football for a long damn time, and you would just like to see him go out on a higher note. Like I say, man, they can still save the season somewhat to a certain extent. You know, no playoffs, definitely a failure. But at the end of the day, if they can win the rest of these games, finish strong for real, finish undefeated for real. And as we know, as you know, as the football world knows, correct? Yeah, bitch, yeah, it's still a chance, a slim chance, but it's still an opportunity for the Vikings to somehow, some way make the playoffs. But first thing they have to do is win out, huh? Controlling their own destiny or not, playoffs or not, what they must do first and foremost is what? Win out, dog. Correct? Correct. Once again, bro, heavy no cap, period, homie. Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out Hitman Harrison Smith for staying true to the purple and damn gold. Yeah.
I don't know if it was
Fuck?
or not, but
You hear me, huh? Fuck going on around here. Yeah. And people getting excited about Adam Thielen coming back. That pussy, that sucker, huh? Smooth criminal, man. Adam Thielen, a smooth criminal, man. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. The fuck on out the building, bro. Huh?
it's a big deal.
Then you guys go back right out and get a 3 and out right after that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a weird sequence for you guys, too, to be sitting on the bench so long.
Yeah, it was like we might have played one series in the first quarter or something. So, yeah, that tends to work out.
You tried for Admiration Society with Anthony Barr t-shirt?
Yeah, he wore my jersey, so figured I'd wear his shirt. I also, Audie Cole was here as well.
Oh, yeah.
You remember him? I wore his bachelor party shirt to the stadium.
cousin, right?
He's now my cousin-in-law. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of the way JJ handled himself today?
Yeah, he did a great job. Just standing in there, delivering throws, making things happen with his feet. You could tell he looked, in my opinion, he looked his most comfortable of the year, game of the year. So, it's definitely a big step in the right direction.
And the series right at the end of the first half, you gave him 2 blitzes first, then throw away and a rush throw, and then dropped out on third down. That feels kind of like vintage Harrison there, kind of disrupting what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean we've done a lot of that stuff this year. Some games, when you have a lead, it lends itself more to that style of play. So I think.
No cap. Definitely different when you're playing with a lead rather than playing from behind. That's just part of the game, part of the ball game. Question is, how do you adapt? How do you adjust for 4 quarters, whether you have the lead or not? Whether you're winning or playing catch up. Bottom line is, every time, each play, bruh, each down, you hear me? Every quarter, heavy, you're going to have to make adjustments, period. That's just the way the game is. Yeah. You cannot get comfortable, complacent, etc. Yeah. This is the NFL lifestyle, period. Boom. Heavy.
I think it's more just kind of the positions we've been in throughout the year. Today is an example of what we like to do in those situations. And it's just, I mean, anybody can be a free runner off the edge. So that's just my role in that play.
Pearson on the tackle eligible at the goal line. Is there, you guys?
The boy ain't trying to take full credit, but he did that shit. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah, believe that, period.
Thinking it was, I don't know if looked like Byron just kind of drifted out with him. Was that going to be his guy, or did you?
I can't honestly answer that question just as far as what happened, but I guess so. Yeah.
Harry, how did it feel to just finally get up on that turnover margin for a change? Did it feel like old times?
Yeah, you tend to win ball games when you do that. We talk about it a lot. It's just we haven't done enough to make it happen this year. And when it does, though, it's a lot of fun.
Hey, what's up out there in the end?
We had a good time up there. Yeah, I mean, you can look at the standings and the reality of things, but if you're in the NFL, KO's message is basically, what would your high school version of yourself?
Seem like Harrison Smith getting a little emotional, huh? You hear me? Heavy, homie. Yeah, period. You know what I mean? Let's see what's up.
Think about just playing today. And I think that kind of hit home with a lot of guys, just getting a chance to play in the NFL.
Man, you can tell he getting a little emotional. You can tell he feeling that, though, dog. You hear me? No cap. Dude been playing football for a long time, huh? Yeah. Been playing for a long career. I'm sure, man. I'm sure he would love to experience a Super Bowl ring. But at the end of the day, man, you can never take away his greatness, huh? Yeah, man, for real. And I'm sure he's grateful for the moment, etc. But the fact he gets worked up shows you just how much it means to him, man. You hear me? He's probably thinking about the losses, the record, prior games, previous games, homie. You hear me, huh? Yeah. He probably feel like he left some shit on the table, but at the end of the day, you can't take away the type of guy and man, you hear me, heavy and teammate, and loyal teammate he was, period, homie. At the end of the day, respect Hitman at all costs. Yeah.
Oh, it's fun. So make it fun. That's what we do.
He damn near from the crowd, man. He done seen the team's ups and downs. He done been right there. Boom, I'm talking about. You hear me, huh? Yeah, right there, bro. One game away from a Super Bowl, and his team got their ass kicked, huh? You hear me, homie? Heavy, yeah. And he still stayed in Minnesota, huh? Yeah, still stayed right there, rocking and rolling in Minnesota. Come on, man. Yeah, respect him, man, bro. Hands down, man down. You hear me? No cap, man. Yeah, bro. He getting emotional, man. You see it's clear. It means something to him. Him wanting to win means something to him, huh? Yeah. Him playing football means something to him, period. You think he wanted to go out like this? He deserved more, bro. Period. The whole squad deserved more. Period. Homie, you hear me? Yeah, no cap. This been years coming. All them boys deserve more, bro. For real. Yeah, man. Heavy, bro. Yeah. Shout out respect once again to Hitman motherfucking Harrison Smith. Shit. Fuck going on around here, bro. For real.
Why is the emotion here? Just this.
Played football a long time.
Man, bro. He probably thinking, you can tell right here, man, he's probably thinking about it. He probably like, damn, this my last year, my last season. And just sitting thinking about reminiscing about all the football he has played. And he probably like, oh man, damn, it's really over, homie. You hear me? No cap. Yeah. Man, bro. You wish he could you wish he could have went out on a higher note with a Super Bowl victory or Super Bowl ring. And it's not over yet. If somehow they sneak their way into the playoffs, let's get it, man. Whole new ball game, period. But playoffs or not, man. Harrison Smith, finish strong, baby. Finish strong, man. Straight up. Yeah. But you can tell he's been emotional, man. He probably really thinking about, hey, I'm going to really retire after this year. Or he really like, oh, man, damn, I want a ring so bad. I got to come back and go through the process and do it all over again, huh? Yeah, period. You know? Oh man, respect to my dude, man. My brother for real, period, dog. No cap, bitch. Yeah, you heard me. Man, real talk. That boy Andre Sutton say you on a warpath ready for war, huh? I dig it, yeah, man. I respect it. Let's get it. But that's pretty much it for the live. Finna get up out of here, you know. Yeah. 3 hours in. Shout out all my big dogs, huh? My subscribers and supporters. You know what it is. SKOL Vikes. Win, lose, or draw, man. For real. And now what? Guess what? Playoffs or not, right? Finish strong. Finish undefeated. Period, man. Leave it all on the field. And just see how it turns out. Yeah. You know? See how it turns out. Put your best foot forward and let's get it, man. You know? Straight up. Yeah. You know what it is, bro? Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes win, lose, or draw forever, man. Straight up for real. And guess what? We run the North. Yeah.